Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's live stream of our homebrew D&D campaign, The Darkness of Amon'Gul, a high fantasy campaign set in the continent of Creydor. We are the Conduits of Chaos, a bunch of D&D and gaming enthusiasts from Wales, and in tonight's episode we'll rejoin our adventurers as they find themselves in a cave system, deep in the Forgotten Mountains, but they're not alone. But before we get started, as usual, just a quick thank you to everyone who's been supporting us on our journey so far. We really do appreciate it, and if you are new to the channel, or just tuning in, we hope you enjoy. You can find all of our past episodes on our Twitch and YouTube channels. Links are in the channel description below. And as always, if you like what you see, please do consider supporting us by hitting that subscribe button below. Before we go into the recap, though, let's quickly check in with the team and see how they're all doing tonight. How is everyone?
Yeah, fantastic.
Good, thanks.
Yeah, good.
Lots bustling with energy.
Ready?
Too much energy, if anything, Mike. A lot of pent-up energy over these last 2 weeks.
Wouldn't expect anything less from you, Mark. Great. So, on that note, we'll go into the recap for the last session, and I will chuck some music on. Cool. Hopefully that's coming through. So yeah, at the start of the last session then, you found yourselves in a small cavern, having just sought refuge from an attack by a large white dragon. At the back of this damp cavern, you found a large boulder blocking an entryway that appeared to lead further into the cave. As Olga went to cast a shrink spell to remove the boulder, you were attacked by a creature masquerading as a nearby stalagmite. During your battle with this creature, another similar creature appeared from the southern part of the cavern, catching you unaware. A short battle ensued, however the creatures were no match for your strength, but you once again found yourselves realizing the hostilities and dangers of the Forgotten Mountains. After the battle, your interest returned once more to the large boulder blocking the passage at the rear of the cave. As Cathbad investigated, he noticed drag marks and grooves, as though boulders had been moved several times before. Olga continued with her original plan to shrink the rock, played by Cathbad last week. But Olga is back with us tonight. And after doing so, Lovac opted to move it away to make sure that you had a clear route out, if needed, as you explored the rest of the cave. Moving the rock revealed a small corner passage, which Lovac stealthily scouted out to find a larger cavern. However, he wasn't alone. As he moved around the corner, Lovac could hear the sound of a number of voices bickering and arguing over treasure or something similar around what appeared to be a small fire based on the small flickering of light he could see. As he leant in to listen a little closer, he could tell that these voices were actually goblins. After a brief chat back with the group, Lovac suggested he attempt to infiltrate the group rather than risk another encounter. It was at this moment that Broderson started to mix some reagents together, which he put in a flask of ale and told Lovac to hand it to the guards, not to drink himself. With that, Lovac set off on his plan. As he entered the larger cavern, he could see 3 goblins and an ogre sat around a campfire, continuing their bickering. As one of the goblins noticed Lovac, they challenged him. Lovac managed to convince them, however, that he was a new member to the group, he was there to relieve them of their guard duties. After a bit of to and fro, Lovac managed to persuade the group to drink the ale with a concoction that Broderson had mixed together, and shortly after, 3 of the goblins found themselves feeling sick, violently vomiting before falling over dead at his feet. The ogre didn't seem to be phased, however, and became suspicious of Lovac after the death of his friends. A quick-witted Lovac, however, never thought I'd say that for Lovac, played on the ogre's paranoia and told he was developing a rash on his neck. The ogre went over to the pile of trash nearby to find a mirror, and while he was distracted, Lovac attempted to cut his throat. He didn't quite get a sort of clean cut, however, and the ogre shouted out as he swung his large spike mace at Lovac. The rest of the group, unsure of what was going on, edged a little closer as the noise of the encounter started to fill the cavern. Before the party arrived, however, Lovac managed to finish the ogre with some swift blows. Back together, you briefly explored the cavern and opted to move the bodies in the event more goblins came searching. Broderson took a particular interest in the glowing mushroom that filled parts of the chamber, getting stung quite badly by the one but finding soothing properties among the others. He collected some of these as the rest of the group continued to move the bodies. And partway through this, you once again heard a noise coming from the northern parts of the cavern, and all decided to hide, with the exception of Drent, who turned himself into a goblin. This is where he saw a large group of goblins make their way into the cavern, across some large planks that created a path across a small ravine. And this is where he managed to distract them, masquerading as the shaman of the group, and that the intruders had gone back towards the entrance where the large boulder sat. So this is where we'll rejoin the party. You find yourselves in a large cavern. A number of stalagmites fill the chamber as a group of goblins have made their way to investigate the noise, and now surround you, having just been discovered. With the exception of Lovac and Drent, of course, who have both managed to deceive the group as being one of their own. And we'll pick up there, and some of us rolled initiative, but I haven't rolled for the goblins yet, so as we do that, just chat amongst yourself, and if there's anything I missed, obviously please feel free to fill the gaps.
I think
Thanks.
we got one step further, didn't we? I think they did. Did they notice us at that point?
Yeah.
They noticed.
Did,
Yeah.
Can you add a token, a manual override thing for my thing, because I can't target my token since you changed it to
I've
to
added
surprise
you
the
to
others.
turn order, but I am giving you access.
We were supposed to remember which one you were, and I genuinely don't.
So if you don't want to put it on there so they can't tell, that would be funny.
Yeah, so they can't tell which one is you now.
Okay, I have a feeling they might be able to see my name.
Nope, only you can.
Okay, fantastic. Don't kill me, guys, please.
No promises. No promises.
So I suppose probably worth mentioning as well the planks that had sort of covered that ravine, Lovac snuck up to and sort of sneakily pulled them back to this side, so nobody or no reinforcements could come from the north and catch you off guard. So those planks have temporarily been removed. I can't move them off the map, but for the purpose of the session at the moment, they're gone. So as we're doing,
Am I supposed to be able to see the map? Because I can't.
You might just need to scroll because it's quite a big map.
Yeah,
That's what I had to do.
just
It's
zoom
just
out.
black.
Yeah, zoom out, and you should be able to see it.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big old map. Almost like we'll be here a while, right?
Jesus. Alright, I got him. Thank you.
So I think was it Olga when I climbed up to the top of the stalactite with her that they finally
Spotted. Here,
spotted.
yeah. So out of all the stealth checks, everybody passed with the exception of Olga, and while Drent's distraction was, well thought.
I was doing my best.
We got so close.
The spider climbing up the stalagmite didn't cut it.
Oh no.
Are we okay? We're not in the turn order either, Mike, Cathbad or Olga.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
I rolled 2 initiatives.
Are you taking the best roll for yourself?
I know. I think it says the name of who they are, so I can't really claim.
Oh,
it.
it does, yeah.
Aha. I get 11.
Do I remember right that Broadson was playing dead?
I think so.
I hope so, because he's right out in the open if he's
Yeah,
not.
I think so. I think so.
Oh, you were hiding behind the body playing dead, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that. So I think you dropped the body because you were in the process of moving it down to the mushrooms, right? Because you thought the mushrooms would consume the bodies. That's right. So let me just pull these up. Sorry, I didn't have some of the stuff open.
There's quite a few enemies here, aren't there?
Yes. Doesn't bode well.
Yeah, we need a few more red crosses on this map.
Oh, there we are. We're at the bottom.
So they're gonna move on. Same turn. And what else am I missing? Another 2. Okay, last roll for me. And that should be everything on the turn order.
Were you going to keep Drent out of the turn order so we don't know which one he is?
I genuinely don't know which one he is.
I mean, he's gonna end up moving when it's his turn, so you'll.
So we just got to pay attention.
Like graphically, you'll be able to figure it out, but like immersing your characters, yeah, you'll have to play like you don't know which one it is.
I may decide not to move my character specifically for that reason.
Okay then. So I believe that is everything on the turn order. Let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's everything on the turn order. So we'll start at the top with Broderson currently playing dead.
So I am going to hold my action, and if any of the party are discovered, then I'll leap towards the nearest one with my cleaver, going for the throat.
Precision strike.
Sorry, I've just clocked. I'll know which one is Drent because it's the one that'll be furthest away from the rest of the party, right?
Or possibly the only one speaking common.
Very true. Okay, so Broderson's going to hold his turn, which means welcome back, Olga, this week.
Thank
you are
you.
currently atop a stalagmite, having used your spidey senses to try and conceal yourself from the oncoming goblins.
Perfect.
So over to you.
Have I been seen?
Yes.
You have. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Perfect. Then I'll crack out a new spell. I am going to... 2 seconds. I am going to cast a cantrip called Acid Splash, which involves me hurling a bubble of acid, and I can choose 1 or 2 creatures, but they must be within 5 feet of each other, which I think are this guy and this guy. Are they? So the guy directly from me. How can I point on you?
If you hold down left click, it should ping.
This guy
Yeah.
and this guy. Are they
Yep.
within 5 feet of each other?
They are separated. If you strike the center between them, then yes, but they are 5. They're 10 meters apart from each other.
Right.
So you're aiming there, right?
Yeah. I can throw this. A target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. It will take 1d6 acid damage. So I'm gonna give that a go. The range is 60 foot, so I should be able to reach that. That bit on there. Let's have a go.
So they need
14
to make
is that?
dexterity saving throws. Okay, so you're striking the ground between them, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so the First one, so I'll go closest to you. Rolled a 17, so it succeeds. The one behind, though, rolled a natural 1.
Yay!
Look at that damage roll as well. 2
Yeah.
success.
Does the one take half damage on success, or is it no
No,
damage?
it doesn't say that.
Okay. If it doesn't say that, that's absolutely fine.
If that helps.
Yeah, so it doesn't state, so that's fine. Yeah, so the one at the rear takes 12 points of acid damage. But as the sort of splash happens, it clocked itself in its eye as well with its staff as it attempted to cover itself from the splash, and takes an additional 1 point of damage, bludgeoning damage.
Yay!
That's what you get for rolling on that one. Would you like to do anything else?
Apparently, I have a bonus action because Colin managed to give me a magic stone. Can I also throw my magic stone?
As a bonus action, yeah. If it's listed as a bonus action, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you throw it with my modifier, so it will be 1d20 plus 6 to hit.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to roll that manually or whatever. I don't know if yours is the same.
If you can show me how to roll that manually.
I think yours is. So if you type in the box /r
Yep.
space d20
D20
plus 6.
plus 6.
Oof.
Ooh!
Nice.
Is that good?
22 to hit.
22 hits. Which one are you targeting, sorry? The closest one or the furthest?
Yeah, the guy I missed.
The guy you missed, so the closest
Yes,
one.
please.
So it does. Damage is 1d6 plus 3.
Do I need to type that in?
Yeah, I
You
think so.
should be able to. Do you see the pink boxes that are coming up, or whatever color they are for you? They're pink for me. But
Yeah.
on the description, you should be able to click them, and they should roll it for you.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
that's the acid splash
that'll be
one.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can
that's
just use
that.
that
Oh,
in
sorry. Yeah, that's acid.
I mean, you could just do a
You
1d6
could use it
and
in
add
plus
it.
3,
Yeah.
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 Up to you.
So /r space 1d6 plus 3.
Yep.
I did a DB. Hang on. 1d6 plus 3.
Oof.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, so as you hurl this rock from your advantageous position above this creature, above this goblin, yeah, the rock just hits him on the top of like his skull, where he's got a bit of a an adornment, and it just clocks him, and he just turns around. Ah, yeah, the creature's up there. Get them. And yeah, takes 4 points of damage. Ah! And that, would you like to do anything else?
No, thank you. That's good.
Okay, that brings us to Lovak, who is towards the north, having just removed the planks.
Yeah. I would like to sneak up on the skeezer, please.
Okay.
And if I'm successful, then I will stab him in the back with my short sword.
Okay, so for the sneak, do you want to give me a stealth roll, please? It's going to be
not working.
against its perception, so...
Does that work? Yes. There might be 4 other ones coming through. So to take that one.
Yeah, so you succeed. So you manage to sneak up on this goblin who's focused on Spidey Olga.
Sweet. Short sword to the back.
With advantage because of Cathbad.
Oof.
So 26 hits.
So I do get the sneak as the advantage. So it's 24, yeah?
24 points of damage. Let me just check.
Oh shit. Does this count as a surprise attack once per combat? Oh yeah, it's a different combat, isn't it? Awesome. If you surprise a creature and hit them with an attack on your first turn in combat, then the attack deals an extra 2d6.
Nice.
Yeah. So that, yeah, definitely hits. And you get that as well.
Okay, thank you. The Kung Fu. Okay.
Just trying to. Sorry, I've lost which stat block I was using for these. One sec. Okay.
I think we've lost the music, by the way, Mike.
I'll double check it now. Thanks, Cole.
Oh, mine's just come back.
Yeah, so what is it? It's a 34 points of damage.
Yes, please.
Cool. So as you sneak up on this goblin, yeah, it just lets out a whelp and a shriek. Ah! Ah! The bugbear behind us! Ah! He's trickster! As he starts to bleed out heavily as he falls to his knees, but isn't dead.
Isn't dead.
No.
I'll finish him off then. With my offhand attack. The Kopesh is coming out.
That hits.
Oh, hold on. Okay, cool. 6 slash. Oh, sorry.
It's fine. So the 6 slash in damage. So as you follow up with the Kopesh, tell me how this goblin dies.
Sweet. Yeah. So yeah, I'll just the first attack tried to like stab him in a vital organ in the back, but as he fell down, I'll then just finish him off with a slit of the throat, trying to shut him up, be as silent as possible.
Cool. Yeah, and it just.
I'll try and step behind in the shadows.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry, I forgot it was a sneak attack that you were doing, so you didn't shout out about the bugbear. Got ya. Cool. Anything else you'd like to do?
I can.
The thing about Lovak is you never see him come in.
Cool. Grizz.
Okay, so quickly, eyes darting across the room, trying to make a quick decision on what I'm going to do. So I just kind of lunge forward towards this guy. And as I'm doing so, I kind of look up at the air and shout, Boar's Light from within, using my bonus action to activate Boar's Light. And then I'm going to try and attack this one here with Boar's Light. So first attack, going to swing upwards towards him. 25.
Hits.
Okay, roll the damage. Okay, so that's 20 points of damage.
It's not Trent, is it? Had a moment for a second then. Go with those good rolls.
20 points of damage.
20 points of damage. So yeah, as you you go up, you Boar's Light just cuts through the side and manages to catch him across the side of the chest.
Okay, so I want to follow up with my second attack, swinging in the opposite direction back with Boar's Light. 12.
Unfortunately, as you you've pulled away. As you go back to strike in, the goblin manages to step slightly, and you miss.
Okay, and that's me.
Cool. Next up, that one's dead, so that one's gone. There should be another one there. Okay. I've only got one come up on the turn order here, but there's two of them going. So the next up is this goblin on the left. It looks up at Olga and draws out its short bow and just shoots up at you as you're there holding on to the side of the stalagmite. $17. Hits. What's your AC?
Yeah.
Sorry, Olga.
12.
12. Hits. And you take 5 points of damage as this arrow catches you in the back of the thigh. As it just screams out, "Ah, boss! It's up there! It's up there!" And
That's rude.
Yeah.
We do have names, you know.
So at that point, I think Brodison
yeah.
would pounce into action.
Yeah.
Spring towards the nearest. So jump over the corpse if I can.
Yep.
And lunge towards this one with his cleaver. Bone and knife is the main, sorry.
Sure thing.
With advantage because Olga's within 5 feet.
For your class, yes, that's right. Only for your sneak attack, though, isn't it? It's not for your hit. Because Olga's not directly across from you, so while she's in 5 feet, she's not flanking.
So 2 secs. No,
I just think it's within 5. If you have an ally within 5 feet, you get your sneak attack, right?
So have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in combat. And then there's also something else.
Well, they haven't taken a turn yet, have they?
They haven't, no.
So I'd get advantage just for that.
Yeah. If you've got an ability that gives you
There is something as well that gives me an additional ability to have advantage when anyone is within 5 feet, rather than just it being.
Okay.
I'll look into it in a sec.
Yeah, no dramas, but I mean, you get the advantage for the first thing you mentioned.
So did they only roll once?
Yeah, I only got the 9 come through.
Oh. 15.
15 hits.
Cool. And then damage. Hello.
Ooh, 24 points of damage. Yeah, so as you you strike in, you leap over the corpse and you jab this boning knife into this goblin's chest, and it takes a hefty 24 points of damage.
And then I'm going to attack with the cleaver as well, with the offhand. And believe I'll get advantage on that as well. 12.
12. Unfortunately, as you come in, you just stumble over part of the corpse that you've just leaped over, and you just miss this goblin as it just sort of looks at you. I'm gonna get you.
Cool. And that is Broderson done.
Cool. So next up was the other goblin's turn, which just sort of looks over and just wasn't expecting you to rise up from behind the corpse, and now just centers his short bow down on you. So there's the goblin over the right hand side here, and 22 hits, I assume. And the bolt flies through the air and it just catches you in the upper part of your shoulder, and you take 8 points of damage as it leaves a flesh wound cut straight through part of your flesh. So you take 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And it draws out its scimitar and it just runs up behind you.
So I'll use Uncanny Dodge on that last one, which will just essentially reduce by the damage by half.
Okay. So that's 4 points of damage.
Cool.
Okay. Okay, so just read the stat block. Next up is this goblin's turn. So this goblin is wielding a long sword and a large shield, and it sort of turns around as if oh, what happened over there? And he just clocks Cathbad behind him as he now just is focused on you, as the goblin behind sort of squealed. So he just turns around and just like, "Oh, you! All right, I'm gonna smash you!" And he strikes down at you with his longsword. Uh, 26.
Yeah.
Oh, they're rolling some good rolls. It is one-handed because he's holding a shield. So you take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
But as he's doing that, he strikes again another 2 times, just hacking and slashing at you. Boss, he's over here! There's another one! Oh. Just roll 2 nat 20s.
I'm not close enough to do anything, I don't think. No, I'm not.
Luckily, it's one-handed. So on the first strike,
Ooh, Mike,
yeah,
I am within 60 feet, I think. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and it's to this guy here, yeah?
yeah.
So I can see him. So I'm going to use my reaction to cast Silvery Barbs again. And it makes him roll again another dice, just one, and take the lowest roll. Just double check.
So on his first strike, then he has to make
On the one
another
that crit,
roll.
if that's okay.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
crit
did you
twice
say crit
in a
twice?
row.
Yeah. So just
So
on one
the
of them that he
first,
crit.
first
Yeah.
one, yeah. Okay, let me just re-roll that one then.
Wendy again. Go on.
Yeah.
Not quite, but their rolls are absolutely amazing. He rolled a 24, but it wasn't a nat 20.
Can you take a reaction? Like, can anyone take a reaction then? If I didn't know that was a. Not that I have any reactions, but
You can do it with shield and stuff, right? Like when.
Yeah, I could do. That's my deflect missiles thing. Is
oh
a
yeah, I
reaction.
guess it doesn't really matter like who's being attacked or anything, does it? No. Okay.
Yeah.
You only get one though, right?
Yeah, one per turn.
round.
Yeah. Okay. No, sweet.
So
Thanks.
yeah, because your spell specifically says something you can see in range, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, sometimes they say like before the outcome is announced and stuff like that. I'm assuming none of that's in there, right?
When a creature you can see within 60 feet of yourself succeeds on an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw.
So it succeeded on attack, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so the first one doesn't crit. So you take. It still hits, however.
Yep.
You take 11 points of damage.
Okay.
If you can also just remember the temporary hit points you had as well, Cathbad, and then
Definitely
you have
remembered those.
yeah, and then you get advantage on your next attack because of that.
Because I've lost them, yeah.
Yeah, and another part of my spell allows me to give someone else advantage on their next attack, which I will pick closest one to me. Not the closest one to me, obviously, because that would be telling you guys. So I'll just pick Broderson has advantage on his next attack.
Nice.
Cool, and unfortunately the second one does crit, however, and yeah, is just managing to catch you. It probably caught you a little unaware that he was going to turn around and get you. You were slightly distracted by Lovak's stealthy kill of the goblin that screeched behind you as well, and you take 14, 15, 16, 17 points of damage.
Okay.
As it just slices you across your back several times.
I just want to say, ouch.
Understated as ever, Ken.
It's my turn next, though.
Might be time for you to get your revenge.
Hopefully. I'm just going to put something on so I remember I've got advantage as well. Oh no, yeah, I've got advantage, haven't I? Because I lost my 10 points. A trophy.
Yeah, okay. So that's the end of its turn as it shouts again, boss, over here! And Cathbad, you're up.
Okay. I am going to react in a bit of anger at being slashed up this much. And I'm going to dodge in between the goblin's sword strokes and attempt to hit him in the throat with primal savagery. Where has it gone? Okay, I was worried for a second there. So this is where my fingernails turn into deadly claws, poisonous claws. Okay, so it's melee attack. Sorry, just finding the old. Oh, 10.
Unfortunately, as you go for him, he's got quite a bit of armor on him, and yeah,
Has
you
advantage, Mike.
Oh yeah, sorry, advantage.
Oh, roll again.
Oh god, here we go. 9. No, let's see. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I mean, it's one better.
Unfortunately, the one better isn't enough.
Aw.
Yeah, you just managed to catch and fling off part of his armor that covers his upper torso, and yeah, it misses as he just sort of snorts down at you. Pathetic humans.
Bastard goblin. I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Healing Word on myself, 2nd level. Actually, screw it. Let's cast it 3rd level. So while he's laughing at me, I'm going to whisper some magic words under my breath. That wasn't the best roll either. Oh my god, 2 1s.
Oh yeah. A 1, a 1, and a
But-
4. Sad face.
So I'll bring back 9 hit points and end my turn there, slightly perplexed.
Okay.
Advantage as
Right.
well.
So this one, next up, is this one here, and it just turns towards Grizz, who's appeared in its face, having struck him with Boar's light earlier, and he just looks at you with his great sword that he has wielding in his hand, and just looks at you. Now then, human, it's your turn. As it strikes down and hits you, tries to hit you with its long sword, great sword. First strike strikes down 11.
Misses.
But he, as he sort of swipes past you and you manage to narrowly avoid it, he comes sweeping back up and 20. Hits. Yeah. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Defreeze?
Oh yeah.
Rolling us again?
Oh no.
I think a 20 hits. Roll for damage.
I think he's trying to just avoid dying.
Oh.
Sorry, I got to be disconnected then.
Oh. Put in the
You
DM
died,
spot.
Grizz.
Hey, I'm the DM now. Oh.
Power's gone.
You all get 20 hit points.
Boar's
Yes.
light shines upon you.
So I got disconnected. The last thing I heard was 11, and then I said misses, and then it disconnected. So.
Yeah. The follow up was a 20. Well, we figured you just didn't want to die. So.
Okay, well, was it a natural 20 or?
No.
Okay, what was the damage?
It rolled really poorly. Yeah, so as the greatsword sweeps up, you take 6 points of damage.
Okay, that's good. So I remember I got my temp points, so that's cool.
Okay. And that's the end of its turn as it just shouts out, "Everyone, just kill them all! Kill them all! Fresh blood." As next up is the...
Do I go before them?
Yeah,
Yes.
Jen was 7, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but mine got bumped down to a 6, so it'd be the same, but it would be
Oh, okay.
like the
But
dex
player-
modifier.
player
thing?
goes
yeah.
first.
Player goes
Yeah.
first. Okay. So obviously you're gonna know which one I am now, and the fact I'll be talking and casting spells. But I'm going to move over here, turn around, and I'm going to cast. What's it? Oh, you couldn't tell me which square this guy is in, could you, Mike? Because according to me, he's in the middle of 4. I couldn't.
Yeah, sorry, is that...
That's less appealing. But still. How do I draw the shape? So it's going to be 5, 10, 15, maybe 25.
Sorry, yeah, some of them are not in great squares. I mean,
Yeah.
move them so they're a little bit more clear.
I really want to do this, but I've just realized I could clip up to 3 of you by accident.
Aim it further to the right.
I know, I want to catch the boss guy. I could go there. No, I couldn't go there. I'm just going to do it. What's that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Nice knowing everyone.
30. Nice knowing everyone.
Oh, God.
So I am going to use my bonus action instead of doing the one that debuffs an enemy. I'm going to give +1 to Olga, plus 1d8 to Olga as a bonus action in case she needs to use it for this save. Because I'm assuming Olga would be caught in that, would she, or is Olga in a single square as well, and possibly slightly to the left one?
That would be convenient.
That would be really convenient.
I'll tell you what. I'll roll a d4. On an even, it's the left. On an odd, it's the right.
Lovely.
2, so it's on the left square.
Yeah.
Perfect. So I've drawn my square as I have, but if I take it up 5 yards, obviously it's not going to catch Broderson, so it's only going to catch Cathbad, and I'm going to give my 1d8 then to Cathbad, assuming it's in range.
So, yeah, there's 4
60
goblins
feet,
there and 2 humans. Yeah, or 2 NPC.
1, 2, 3.
PC
Yeah,
characters.
yeah. So I'm going for the. I'll do it again. It's going to be easier. So it's going to be like that instead. And I'm going to give a bonus action, Bardic Inspiration to Cathbad, so that he gets 1d8 to a ability check or save he wants to make in the next minute, I think it
Let's
is.
face it, I'm probably going to need that.
Yeah, and then I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern in that square, which is a Wisdom 14, that's all.
Okay.
Wisdom 14.
So I need to roll it.
Yep,
What was
and
the
then
save,
once-
sorry?
Wisdom 14, yeah. Which is what I was hoping, you'd be okay with.
Yeah, hopefully. I think I should be alright.
You don't even need to use
Hey.
the Bardic Inspiration.
Sweet.
And I need to mark up the
Nope.
spell slot. But you have it for the next minute if you want to use it on something.
Cool. Just saves or anything?
I've never used it to buff people. I've only used it for the negative to opponents, so I'll have to read it properly.
Okay.
Gain inspiration die
Oh.
for 10 minutes. The creature can add it to one ability check, attack roll, or
Oh,
saving
attack
throw.
roll, nice.
If I've just realised actually, Olga does need to be in that square to the right because Broderson had the advantage from that strike because of an ally being within 5 feet. So
Okay.
I was being overly nice.
Oh.
So I don't know if that changes what you were going to do at all. Sorry,
wanna give-
that's my bad.
I would have give it to Olga
Yeah, do you wanna
instead.
give Olga back?
because, that's what I would have done, but that's up to Mike to decide.
That's
I'm
alright.
happy if you wanna. Yeah,
that's what I would have
retcon
done
that
in the
piece,
first
that's
place,
fine.
and then it was only when I checked that she was in multiple
Sorry,
squares.
that's my bad. I forgot about the advantage that Broderson had.
Yeah, let's give Olga the D8 because that was the original game plan.
I mean, you
right?
succeeded anyway, Cathbad.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm happy that my bad day as well. So we'll flip that over.
Okay.
So Olga, you need to make a Wisdom save throw, but you have the
Wisdom save.
1d8. Oh,
Yeah.
you don't even need it. There you
Oh,
go.
not 20.
I don't need it. Yay!
So you have a
Nice.
1d8 you can add to something now, Olga, instead.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so in terms of what happened, though, so I'll start with the two ones here. They rolled a 9 and a 4 respectively.
Fantastic.
So both of them are incapacitated.
Yep.
So I will put modifier on them both. The one at the top left rolled a 16,
Pass.
and the one there rolled a. No, that's Cathbad's. Rolled a 17.
Oh, both passed.
So, so you've, two of these goblins just suddenly fall into, I don't know, an unreactive state as they're hypnotized by the
Flashing bright lights.
flashing bright lights that have now appeared before them. And funny enough, it was their turns next. So,
Hey.
is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'd like to end my turn. Thank you.
Cool. That condition lasts for how long?
It's for a minute with no saves allowed unless someone shakes them or someone does damage to them.
Okay. So,
Yep. And it's concentration, so if I take damage as well, then I have to make a concentration check on it.
okay. So they miss their goes as they're incapacitated. And that brings us back to the top of the turn order. And
Back in
Broderson.
2 seconds.
Going to once again lunge at the guy in front with the boning knife with advantage.
So you see this creature now just there, sort of like in his own world. Didn't even seem to be looking you down in your eyes anymore. You still have advantage. Is that on all attacks where you've got an ally within 5? Is there?
Sorry, I don't get advantage, but I don't need advantage on the sneak attack if there's
An
an
ally
ally.
within 5 feet. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I only got a 9.
Yeah. So as you strike in,
Can I
Yeah.
spend my inspiration power? My inspiration.
you can.
I'm gonna spend my inspiration.
So you had inspiration for Broderson's fantastic accent during the first episode.
Yeah. 17.
A 17 hits.
Excellent.
Good use of inspiration.
Thanks. Damage. So that'll include the sneak attack as well.
So it takes 19 points of damage as you strike him with your boning knife, and you can see it starting to fluster a little bit.
So I'll follow up with a backswing with the cleaver. Been practicing my backswing. Not enough, apparently.
Typical timing.
little bit more practice, yeah.
So as you go to strike in with the cleaver, you spin around as you just said, and you just trip over the leg of the body that is beneath you, and the cleaver sort of slices your leg as you sort of lose your footing, and you take 2 points of damage.
Oh dear. And I'm done.
Okay. Olga.
Oh,
Oh, I just realised your camera's the wrong place as well.
I don't
Yes, my fault.
mind- I don't mind being a cook. That's fine.
I mean, it can't get any worse than those acorns, right?
Don't challenge him. So
Oh,
I've got a.
sorry,
on.
I was going to say as you're saying that, this goblin has now taken damage, so he is no longer incapacitated by a hypnotic pattern.
Right, good to know. There is a first level spell called Hideous Laughter which I've prepared. But can I'm gonna click to display because can you explain to me what the components are? What is a tiny tart? Can you see the tiny tarts and a feather that is waved in the air?
I don't think we play with components, really, do we?
No.
No,
Thankfully.
unless they've got
You have a staff, right?
yeah,
She has a
Money.
spell focus, right?
yeah.
Okay,
So you can use your spell focus. So for a
Right.
wizard, you're using your staff.
I don't need any of this.
No, the only time that I'd take components into account is when there's a gold value to it. So sometimes
Right,
it says
okay.
you'll need to use a component that's worth like 200 gold pieces or something like that. So that you will
Right.
have either have had to have found in the world or bought in a city or shops or something.
Okay.
Didn't bring any jam tarts. I don't believe it.
Tiny jam tarts.
They have to be tiny as well. They can't just be standard
size.
size. They have to be like, you know,
Order for,
yeah,
amuse-bouche.
yeah.
Okay. So I would like to cast that on the guy nearest to me, this chap. Here I go.
So it's
I like.
Did no number come up?
DC 14 saving, wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
okay.
I'm just going to check us onto this
Oh,
one.
because there's no damage, is there? It's just
No.
that's what happens.
Is the feather like mimicking tickling people at range? Is that what it's for?
Yeah, but what are the tarts? Do people just laugh at tarts?
Yeah. It's slightly confused. I've not noticed that one before. So.
Oh, sorry.
Interesting.
Googling it.
So this one has to make a wisdom saving throw. So
Just googling the.
a
tiny
10.
tarts.
It fails.
Yes. Tiny tarts that are thrown at the target and
Excellent.
Hey, can you substitute them in for other pastries? You know.
Anything you can class as a tart, really is.
There's,
Yeah,
a,
yeah.
there's a wiki entry for it as well. Hang on,
I like the
Amazing.
idea. I like the idea of a wizard shouting "amuse bouche."
So it worked.
So yeah, it failed.
So he finds everything very funny.
And does it take any damage? Or is it a condition?
Prone,
Oh,
incapacitated.
sorry,
Yeah,
put
he's
it-
incapacitated. Yeah. He's got more than 4 intelligence, right? I should have checked that too.
Or we can ask him like an IQ question. That's another component for you to worry about.
Yeah,
Go-
it has some intelligence.
Okay.
Got to carry a crossword round with you, one of those cryptic ones.
It's a big sack.
So it's affected now until it succeeds on another wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
So it's incapacitated. So you use this hideous laughter and throw a tiny tart at this goblin, and it just finds it hilarious as it falls to the floor laughing. Boss! As it's just rolling around the floor.
Good goblin laugh there, Mike.
That was great. It was so infectious.
Olga, would you like to do anything else?
No, I'm pretty satisfied with that. Thank you.
Lovak.
So which one did that affect? One right next to Olga.
One right next
this
to me,
one,
yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
just moved in. Sorry. So I will now put the. Is there a modifier of somebody laughing their pants off?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Looks like a guy with his hands in his hair.
He's prone as well, right?
Yeah.
Can you get him?
I could, but I'll have to run past the skeezer. He might attack me, so I'll just attack him. So I'll run like past Cathbad and kind of slice this guy's calves or Achilles as I run past him
Okay.
and get to there. Do I get the advantage despite the description?
As you were sort of coming along the sort of cave wall, and also yeah, so I'd say if you stuck to the shadows of the cave wall as you run around, that'd be nice. So give me a stealth check as you're running around.
So yeah, I'm not trying to be stealthy.
Oh, you're not trying to do a surprise. Okay.
No, sorry, I meant I said I attack him as I run past him, but I actually want to get there and then attack him and get the advantage because Cathbart's flanking with me.
Oh yeah. So that's fine. I mean, he's distracted by Cathbad. So yeah,
Okay,
you come around and yeah, you gain flanking as you slice his Achilles, as you say. Fortunately, you got the advantage. The 27 hits.
Thank you. 21.
Takes 21 points of damage. Yeah, so as you slice across the bottom, but he has got a bit of armor there, so you don't quite make the incision that you expected.
Fancy boots. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I'll go again with the Kapesh and try and aim for some flesh that round.
Bugbear war
19
poetry.
hits.
Oh,
Takes 11.
it's not. It's
Yeah, you get the lightning, didn't you?
yeah. I get the lightning. So it's this is always awful. It's
Oh, you minus
6,
3.
7.
as well,
I get
right?
7. I get.
Minus 7. Okay. So,
And that's it.
so yeah, you managed to slice in them with your Kopesh, and yeah, it takes a bit of damage as he's just now like confused as he's got like somebody in front of him and behind him now. It's like, boss, there's more of them.
So I just moved myself because I forgot I had long arms.
Yeah. Ooh. If you moved 10, you would have taken an opportunity attack from him. If you come from that right hand side.
Well, as I run past him.
So as you run past him, yeah, you would have
so
been
that's
within
his-
5 feet.
So I left his reach. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say where it was.
Yeah. Okay. Novak. Grizz, sorry.
So, because I had a couple of disconnection issues, do I know which one is Trent now? Would I have known that, if I hadn't been disconnected from the internet?
I don't think.
I mean, I
we
don't
would,
even know
would we?
which one he is.
I don't think he would have, mostly because I would have been slightly obscured by a rock of some sort. And also, I've just realized that my character token has been
I'm
removed.
about to say, I don't know which one you are because I can't even see it.
Okay, well, that answers that question anyway.
Where the hell did you go?
Okay, so before I do anything else anyway, I want to try and deal with this guy. So I'm going to attack with Boar's Light. So let me just get that on the go. So 24.
Yeah, hits. Have you got access to that, Trent?
Yes, I do. Do you want me to move him to his actual position of where he was?
Yes, please. And also take the condition off him, because I just copied. See, with a shamany looking one, weren't you?
I was.
So yeah, as Boar's Light strikes through, yeah, you manage to catch him again as he's raising his great sword and slice him across the chest, and he takes 13 points of damage.
Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to try and strike again with Boar's Light. So again, in the opposite direction. 20.
Hit. Good rolls.
Excellent. Excellent.
I think you've hit him on heavy roll, haven't you?
I missed once, I think. 16. 16 points of damage.
Yeah, and you slice him again as he just like picks up his sword. Ah! Yeah, and you catch him. Ah, this is no good.
Okay, so I kind of want to try and keep the pressure up on this one, so I'm going to use Flurry of Blows. So I'm going to spend a key point to do that. So let me just get on to there a second. Okay, so first Flurry of Blows is a strike. 18.
Hits.
And that I kind of go in with an uppercut and do 7 points of damage.
Cool, yeah, so you land an uppercut into his skull, and actually he's wearing like a sort of a creature's head, like, you know, like a goat skull or something, across the top of his head as almost like bone armor. And as you strike up, it just pushes like the force through his head, and actually the skull flies off and lands on the floor and shatters.
Okay, so I've got one more Flurry of Blows, so I'm going to try and keep this streak going. 15.
As you come in with a second blow, however, he dodges you as he seems like, no! That was my trophy! Ah, now you're gonna die!
Okay.
As he looks at you. With
I like to think that was Grizz's actual reaction in the middle of a fight. Okay.
And I just take a deep breath and just stare at the goblin. And that's my turn.
oh, I'm gonna get you. Oh, I'm gonna get you. And yeah, okay. Next up is the goblin that is now behind Broderson. And yeah, it's come charging at you with its scimitar. So it strikes down at you with a 12. Broderson, hit, miss.
Is he on mute?
Sorry, mute. That is a miss.
Okay. And that is its action. As a bonus action, he is gonna sort of disengage and come over here next to the shaman and look to use his short bow again. He does a roly-poly away from you. It's like, oh, come on, shaman, we'll get him. We'll get him. And next up is the goblin over here, and he continues to use his short bow and fires it at Olga. A 14.
Hits.
And the arrow whizzes through and again catches you as you're elevated in the air just above your ass cheek, and you take 7 points of damage.
Jesus. Alright.
You could shoot at me every now and again, you know.
As he rips out his scimitar and charges straight towards you as well.
Oh. I'm up quite high though, aren't I?
Yeah, how high is the cave again? 20 feet, isn't it?
You can't reach up there.
So
He's a little goblin.
So you're about yeah, you probably managed to climb around 10 feet, right? So you're out of his range.
At least.
But he's charged up towards you and Broderson.
Oh.
Just wants to get in the mix, doesn't he?
So next up is the one that's now surrounded by Caspad and Lovak. Which one is he? That
God,
one.
yeah.
So it just continues to sort of look at you, and that Cathbad that is, and despite Lovak coming up behind him, he smashes you with his longsword.
Yeah, I'm in a bit of trouble here, actually.
19.
Yeah, that's it. He's saving all these good rolls for me, this guy.
You take 5 points of damage on the first hit, as he then turns around and swipes at Lovak, so he's almost doing a blade spin now, as this longsword is just out, and he just smashes round, and 14 Lovak.
Misses.
And then he comes back round and strikes you again, as he's done this little whirlwind of blows. 15.
Misses.
No, sorry, it's Cathbad this time, bro.
Oh,
15.
sorry.
I assume misses.
Misses as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got my shield up in time this time out.
Yeah, so you both manage to dodge as he sort of wildly swings around in a circle with his sword. Okay, and he just like looks at you, and he can see you injured, Cathbad. He's like, "Oh, you all haven't got much left in you, have you, little human?" As it just starts to froth at the mouth. "Oh, I'm gonna drink your blood."
We'll see. We'll see.
Cathbad, you're up.
I'm going to have another go at attacking this goblin's throat with primal savagery as my main action. I'm going to use my inspiration on this as well. I've got inspiration. I can't remember what I got it for.
You got it
Playing
for
two characters.
multitasking last week or last session.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
Good call.
Well, I need it.
A good time to use it.
Oh my god.
13.
These rolls.
So unfortunately, he puts his shield up and just pushes your claws away.
This guy's my nemesis. But unfortunately for this goblin, thinking he's getting a bit cocky, I'm going to use my bonus action. While I'm sort of like, I can't hit this guy, I'm gonna reach into my pocket and realize, hang on a minute, I've got this statue of Wild Shape, which is carved into a polar bear. So as my bonus action, I'm going to use Combat Wild Shape and transform into a polar bear.
Amazing.
I had a polar bear in the last session, didn't I? Or the session before, so I must have a polar bear.
That's my...
Yeah, I got a polar bear. Alright. Thanks for making my life easy.
Yep.
I'm gonna drop you there.
And that should be the end of my turn.
Feel free to add the stats in, but you should have control now.
Thanks. Yeah, we'll do. Do that next. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Oh, I don't have to use my wild shape slot, do I? Because of this, I used the
No,
statue.
it has a specific one. Okay. So next up is the one that's next to Grizz. And he's like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. And he lifts his greatsword up. You might got my chest, but I'm gonna get your neck. And he smashes down at you with his greatsword. And you take. Well, see if it hits. 11.
I believe that misses.
And as he swipes round the second time, a 17.
That hits.
And you take 8 points of Which damage is it? Slashing damage.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, sorry, it was his. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I think I just clicked the wrong. Oh no, I did click the right one. It's fine. Two similar stat blocks here. Yeah. And that's the end of its turn. Next up is this goblin that... Olga, you hit him, didn't you?
He's laughing. I hit him with
Oh,
a
you hit him with the
He-
laughter. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
It's
Did
also
anybody
my
hit
turn
him
as well,
after
Mike.
the laughter?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, cool. So he has to make fresh
Yeah.
wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also my go as well, Mike.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's because you're below them on the turn.
Yeah, no,
Sorry,
it's
sorry.
cool. I can remember.
call
You
me out on
can
that,
you can do it if you want. I don't mind, Mike.
No. Carry on.
Okay. I am going to run up here. Don't want to be next to those poison spoily things. And I am going to bonus action give this guy 1d8 to his next saving throw. And then I am going to cast Drenched Psychic Lance on him. So it's a Wisdom Intelligence 14 save, please, mate.
For this one.
Yes, with a minus 1d8 to it.
An intelligence.
Yes, please.
Ooh, got good intelligence.
Oosh.
But I don't think that's going to help. 1d8, you said?
Yep.
An 8.
So that happy days. So he takes 7d6 damage.
Wow.
What?
For 24 damage, and he is
Yeah.
incapacitated till the end of my next turn, I believe it says. Let me double check.
Oof.
I'll move this guy into a... do it myself. No proper square. There we go. Is it till the end of my turn? On a failed save, the target takes 76 psychic damage and is incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Cool. And doesn't get any other throws or anything, no?
No, it's only for one turn. That one is the other guy is the one who doesn't get no saves. So it only lasts for one turn.
So this guy is out of his next turn, basically.
Yep, for one turn.
Okay. Nice.
Better mark my 4th level spell off though. I don't want to try and use it.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn. Thank you.
Cool. Okay, so next up is this one here. And yeah, there's a lot of people quite close to him here. So he needs to roll his wisdom first to see if he's gets out of this hideous laughter that he seems to have caught. 21. He rolled a nat 20. So he yes, just like wasn't funny. And he uses half of his movement to get up off the floor and just like, oh, you cheeky bugger, and looks up at Olga, who isn't within 5 feet because she's 10 feet off the ground, and starts to cast a spell as it picks up its staff and just starts to conjure some words.
What's he saying in Goblin?
I'll tell you now. Once I decided which one he's going to use. Centered on that point. Oh God, can't use that one. Right, he's going to use that. All right, so, yeah, just like summon. You kind of understand it in Goblin, something to do with summoning lightning power, and you just start to see these ripples of electric sparks start to appear from his staff, the tip of his staff, as a bolt of electric, like a thunder strike, a lightning bolt strikes towards Olga. And
Shit.
dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay.
This lightning bolt goes straight towards Olga and smashes out across the ceiling. It just it seemed like it had a lot of power, that if there wasn't a roof to this cavern, it was gonna strike through like quite a distance, but it just ripples away and dissipates on the top of the cavern ceiling. But you succeeded on the saving throw.
Yay.
That wasn't meant to come through in there, but you take half damage, so you take 14 points of lightning damage as
Jesus.
it ripples past you and gives you a shock as it hits you. Can you remind me, what is the information on your spider climb? Are you alright to post that into the channel, please?
Yeah, of course. 2 secs.
Just want to see if
I was just thinking about that because I was
that's
the one
going
who
to
used
be
it.
enough to dislodge you from the ceiling.
Doesn't she need to make a concentration check for it?
That's right.
Yeah. Which would obviously be
So
what is
you-
it, like a 14.
Just being hit, so yeah, it's going to be against your spell save, isn't it?
Damage, right?
Yeah, the concentration
Oh,
check is
yeah,
a
it's
10
against the
or
damage,
the
yeah.
damage, yeah.
Yeah.
What have I got to do?
A concentration saving throw, and you need
Cons-
is it beat a 14 or equal to 14? Oh, either way,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Oh, no, you can use that bardic inspiration that I gave you, right?
Yeah.
Did I do that? Did I give it to you? I did, right?
You gave me something. Can I use that?
No, do you mind me telling her, Mike? Because obviously she's newer.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah,
she
yeah, if you
definitely
want
got
to.
it, yeah?
Yeah. So if you
Please.
want to use it, you can roll 1d8, and
No.
What's
No,
the concentration save there? Did you say it was?
it would have been a 14 because it's half the damage. Then she took 14 damage.
Oh, sorry.
So
okay,
it's
right,
against
yeah.
the
So would she have passed anyway? Isn't it half the damage for a concentration check? Or,
The
or
half the
DC
damage
of 10?
was 14. Okay.
No, you took 14 damage, didn't you?
Yeah.
So it would have been a 7 or a DC check of 10 at the lowest, so you think you would have passed.
Constitution saving throw to maintain your concentration. The DC equals 10 or half the damage you
so
take. So yeah, she
have
took
been a pass.
14 points of damage, so it would have been a 10.
Yeah.
So she
Right.
passed anyway, so you don't need to use your D8.
No.
Sorry, good call it.
It's okay. So I still take the damage, right?
So you take the 14 points of damage, but you don't lose concentration, because if you lost concentration, you would have
I'd
fallen.
fall off.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you. Thank you.
Okay, no worries. So next up, that's the end of its go. It's no longer in its states, so I'm gonna get rid of those. As it stays there, actually just moves around slightly to get a better aim at you, Olga, as it continues to look at you.
Right.
Oh, I'm gonna get you next time. Next up is the one next to it, this one, and it turns around and notices one of the bosses. Hey, boss, you alright over there? Doesn't seem to be moving because he's incapacitated from Drent's
Mike,
spell. Yeah.
that one's incapacitated as well.
Oh, you're right.
Sorry, mate.
He is. Nope, you're right. Good shout.
But if you do want to know, obviously I don't think my psychic glance I'd cast on the other guy is like invisible or anything. So I would imagine at least this guy and probably this one would have at least seen that I've just shot a blast at their leader. So it would be pretty obvious that I'm a traitor at the minimum.
Yeah. Do they get a roll on the start of their turns, or it has to
No.
be someone shaking them out of it? Yeah?
Someone has to shake them, or I lose concentration, or someone
Okay.
damages them.
So that's the end of its turn, and that brings us back to the top of the turn order. But shall we take a very quick break there? I realise we're just halfway into the session. Just give people a chance to recharge, and we'll come back to Broderson atop the turn order. And yeah, we'll see what happens in the next round of combat.
Yeah, sounds
Sick.
good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Excellent.
Great. See you all
Yeah.
shortly. So, welcome back, everyone. We're all just refreshed, and we'll rejoin the battlefield as the party lay down against these group of goblins. There's several little skirmishes going on throughout this cave, but we'll return to the top of the turn order with Broderson up.
So Broderson's gonna do kind of like a twirl with a slash on the end of it into the archer to the left of him. And way into again. With no advantage. So
yeah, as you strike in with a boning knife, unfortunately, yeah, this goblin is a little bit agile and just dodges your strike.
Before attacking with my offhand, he's just going to use his movement and then follow.
So,
with...
as you exit the reach of this goblin, does get a stab at you with his staff.
Okay.
Oh god, quarter staff. 17.
Hits.
Oof, max damage. 9 points of damage as it just clatters you across the back of the head as you move out of his range.
So I'll use Uncanny Dodge.
Okay.
Is that rounded up or down?
So
I'm
4
not sure.
points, isn't it?
Rounded down, so 4 points damage. Cool. And then use Broderson's going to use his offhand cleaver with advantage. So that'll be a 17.
17 hits.
And doesn't get a sneak attack, but 6 piercing damage.
Oh, because Olga's 10 feet above.
You've got advantage, alright, so you should get it.
Yeah, why wouldn't you have sneak?
Doesn't sneak attack only apply to main hand? I don't think it applies to offhand, does it?
I don't think so. It's only just your first
Your
attack
first
each
attack.
turn, right?
Yeah.
No, once per turn, so you didn't get
yeah,
to do
the
it.
one that hits. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
It's awesome.
That's
Yeah,
good to know, yeah.
27
Yeah,
points of
that's-
damage.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so as you strike at this goblin and you just glance off part of its leather armor thinking that you're gonna miss, but it slides and you manage to catch it straight in the neck. And tell me how he dies.
So the slash catches his jugular and squirts maybe up as far as Olga.
You
Yeah.
always like getting blood on other people, right?
I'll let the DM decide if it reaches high enough.
So as Olga looks down, she just sees the spray of blood, but yeah, doesn't catch her feet.
And then end of turn.
Nice. Shrink these a little bit. And also, I realised you're meant to be a large beast, aren't you?
Yeah, thanks. I was going to mention
What do you call me?
Thank you, Roderson. And Olga is up.
Nice. I'm gonna do a fire bolt at this guy.
This one?
Yeah, the guy who was laughing and I wasn't laughing.
Okay. So an 11, unfortunately, as the firebolt, like...
D8.
Oh yeah, I can use my... Hang on. 1d8.
Yes!
Yay!
Hit.
We want to see some fire.
Yeah, so from above, this fireball just comes out of your hands and just strikes this goblin in the side of his chest. It just doesn't expect it, even though it's just launched some lightning at you. Seems to be a battle of lightning and fire going on here. And yeah, you take, was it 3 points of damage? It takes 3 points of damage.
The damage roll was really low as well. 2d10.
Oh,
And then got a 3.
A 1 and a 2. Nice.
Oh,
Still, singed a bit there.
better than
Yeah,
nothing.
takes 3 points of damage.
Nice.
Anything else?
Can I might regret saying this, but can I come down off my... Oh,
High horse.
Can I come out? Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, you sure
Yeah,
can.
Chris, come down off the... Thank you. I will move to here. Why not?
So yeah, so you climb down 10 feet and then move closer to this goblin that you just singed.
Yeah, thank you. Can I do... No, I don't think I can attack him with anything, can I?
If you've got a bonus action,
I've got 2 weapon fighting, but I've used a spell.
yeah, so your main
So this-
action would have been your attack, your spell attack. So unless there's anything that specifically says you're allowed to use a bonus action.
if you ever look into bonus actions, just to
Yeah,
check,
I don't
yeah.
think you had many, to be honest.
No,
Yeah.
it just says actions in combat, 2 weapon fighting, so
Okay.
I can't. So that's me, thank you.
Okay, Lovak.
Okay, this geezer's incapacitated, right?
He is indeed.
I'm going to step back, use my long arms to spin him around the way he was going originally when he was doing that spinning attack. But I'm going to put my short sword ready for him to just kind of like walk into or spin into.
Okay. So yeah, you start to spin him, and as you pull your blade out, let's see if you hit.
Oh, it's so slow to me.
21 plus the advantage. Yeah, so 21. It hits. And it's within 5 feet.
Nice.
Yeah, so you sneak attack. And takes 21 points of damage.
Yep. Sweet. Is he dead?
He's not.
Spin him again then. This
It's
time.
just like going around like a yo-yo. Spinning top.
Ah.
Oh, unfortunately, yeah, as you strike in with your Kopesh, your scimitar, it misses. It's just starting to mesmerize you, almost like hypnotically, and you just, you just miss him as you just seem to be having more fun spinning him.
That is me. I'll stay there, so pull a bit and attack with advantage.
Okay. Riz, you're up.
Okay, so I'm just locking eyes with this adversary that I've been kind of, just face to face with for all this time. I'm going to really focus and draw in my energy and swing horizontally across his torso with Boar's Light.
Roll to hit.
Okay, and
Oh, I was about to say, your rolls have been fantastic. So you had to get the back end of one.
yeah.
So yeah, as you go to strike in, you sort of jab in, and his great sword just manages to catch you on the arm, and you take 2 points of damage. And you miss with your strike.
Peace.
Okay, 2 points of damage. Yeah.
Second one, as you go in for the second attack, you
Yeah.
just seem to have been a bit disrupted by the first one, and unfortunately just glances off its breastplate.
Okay, so last line of defense. I'm going to spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows. Just mark that off. So so first unarmed strike again, trying to strike into his head.
This hits.
Okay, so let's just do the damage on that one. 5 points of damage.
Again, you rattle him in the same spot as you uppercut him earlier, and he just takes another blow to the head and takes 5 points of damage. And you do see him starting to wear a little bit now, as he's just like.
Okay, so I'm going to, try and regather my focus and concentration and go in for that final Flurry of Blows strike.
Over another one. Oh, crit.
Oh yeah.
Go get him. Go get him. You have sneak attack, right?
No, I don't have sneak attack. So what's that? 6 plus 6, isn't it? It's 12, right?
So you get a full dice.
Yes,
plus
I'd be. Yeah. So 6 plus 6. Yeah, because 6 is the dice. Yeah.
Yeah, because you rolled a 2.
So, yeah. So 12.
So it takes an additional 12 points of damage as you smash him again in the face, and he's feels like he's gone a few rounds with some famous goblin boxer, and you've just rattled him as he's starting to pant, but he's still on his feet.
Okay, so yeah, I just continue to focus in on him. I've got no idea what's going on around. All I can do is kind of stare at this super tough opponent in front of me, and that's me.
Okay. So next up is this goblin down the bottom who, as Drent mentioned earlier, observed him casting a spell towards one of the two, what you've imagined is the boss, or the leaders of this group, as they've been engaging and talking with you, but also dressed more like they're the leaders of this group. He just fires a short bow over towards Trent, and is a stat block? It's a stat block.
It's a -10, dude. You don't need to check. Definitely don't need to check.
Does an 18 hit?
Does, but I'm gonna silvery barbs it and give him disadvantage, and then I'm gonna give advantage to the closest person to me, whoever that is, which is
Lovak.
where am I? I'm here. Lovak, yeah. Lovak, you get advantage on your next attack, mate.
Sweet.
So he has to roll again, does he?
Yeah, and take the lowest, which I'm assuming you'll hit anyway. But I want to use my spell slots.
A 19.
He hits. He has to take the lowest, but yeah, he still hits.
So the 18 hits.
Yep.
And you take 5 points of damage. as this bolt flies in and hits you in the side of your torso.
And Constitution saving throw. A 15.
Yeah, it needed to beat a 10, right? So
Yep.
that's fine. Okay, and it. What's its movement? It's gonna move straight up towards you. Oh. Oh.
Hey, okay, that's really up towards me.
There you go.
He's getting right up close.
Yeah, I'll move my gather if you want, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
And that's the end of its turn. The other one is dead. So that brings us over to the one that's incapacitated. So he misses his
took
go.
damage.
Sorry?
He took damage. I hit him, didn't
Yeah,
That-
but
it's a
it's
different
until
spell.
Drent's
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
a different spell to incapacitate him. It's my big spell, that was.
Oh, fair enough.
Once per day spell.
So this one is Cathbad. Bear Cathbad.
So I'm going to rear up on my hind legs and stare down at this goblin who was mocking me earlier, and hopefully hit him. So
I mean, it's got to happen some point, right?
yeah, he's right there. Come on.
Made him dizzy as well.
Yeah. Okay, so the bear has multi-attack, so I'm gonna first of all drop down and try and bite this guy in the head.
Go on.
Oh, here
Yay!
Here we go.
Nice. Bite it off.
I always forget how the crits work.
So you take
it's-
the max
it's-
dice, so it's the 8 plus
Yeah.
8,
8.
16.
Yeah. So it takes 16 points of damage as, yeah, there's now towering beast strikes down at him.
Take that, you bastard.
Yes.
I'm thinking, I can't talk though.
Bite.
And then I get my second attack, which is the claw attack. So as I bite into the guy's head, I'm gonna lean back and then just slash at him with my massive claw.
As you do that, yeah, you just seem to miss as he's still sort of spinning round slightly, where you've just you've added to the spin that Lovac started.
Does he get advantage? Sorry.
Oh, he does get advantage, yeah.
Advantage. Okay.
Yeah, because you're flanking. Sorry, good call.
Yes!
Yay!
Amazing, amazing.
Good call,
No, I'm
Lovac.
scared this is too good to
Yeah,
be true.
Amazing. Oh my
Oh.
god.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Good claws.
So that's 12
Nice.
plus
How-
12 plus 5.
How have
Yeah.
I got
That's
2
29.
6s on that roll
That's
as well?
Amazing.
That's 29.
Rolls all
points
that
of damage.
average out, don't they?
That's 3 turns worth of damage, I think. Owed.
That's amazing.
And
Is
you
he
know
still
what?
alive?
My parry doesn't even help you to keep him alive.
Damn straight.
I don't think adding 3 AC would help.
He can't take reactions anyway.
Yeah,
He's
he
in
can't,
capacity,
yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, and also it's a nat 20 anyway, isn't it? So it automatically hits. So as you strike down with your claws, can you tell me how it dies?
Yeah, so the claws find a gap and it rips all across his throat and chest, leaving huge gashes. And then he just like falls face down on the ground, and I just like jump on top of him and just start like
Drink
angrily
his blood,
just
Blair.
getting a bit of rage. Yeah.
Nice. Yay!
Okay,
That's
Nice
my
cat,
turn.
That was a great turn.
very good turn.
Yeah.
So it is out of it. So next up is the hobgoblin engaged with the goblin. Sorry, engaged with Grizz. Okay. So it is still, like I told you, it's huffing and puffing a little bit, but it still manages to find the energy to lift its greatsword and strike down at you again. Oh god. I rolled a 1. So as he
So he
just
falls
seems
down.
to have gone a little bit dizzy from the consistent blows to the face, and as it goes to strike you, it actually hits itself in the face as it lifts the sword up to strike you. Completely depth perception gone, and takes 3 points of damage before it starts. As if surrender? Do you surrender?
No surrender ever.
As it goes to strike down at you again. It's a 12.
Misses.
Alright. As it
You want me to read you a bedtime story?
Shade.
Get him, boys! Get him! He's like lost his voice a little bit. He's just doesn't know who he is anymore. As he turns around, is like, I'll go get reinforcements. As he runs off, you get a opportunity of attack.
Okay, so let's see how that works out for us. 13.
Misses.
Well.
Let's see how much movement he's got. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So he arrives at the area where the planks were covering the water, or the ravine. But he's like, oh, where's the planks gone? Curse you! As he just shouts out, we need more help!
Shit.
As I don't want to die! As he's shouting out, and that's the end of his go.
A wimp for the leader.
Is it my go now, Mike?
It is.
Okay. So the first time I actually get to use this, now that I remembered it, because I lost my temp HP, I get advantage on my next attack for my motivational speech. So I'm going to attack the goblin below me with my rapier.
Okay.
For a 15.
Misses.
Gosh darn it. And I am my turn. Which ends the pokey end again? I'll have to get Lovak to teach me.
Yeah, so as you strike down with the rapier, unfortunately, you just manage to catch part of its armor that it's wearing,
Yep.
and it just slices across the half plate.
Okay.
Cool. Next up, then, anything else? Sorry.
Nope, that ends my turn. Thank you, mate.
Okay, next up is one of these. One's in the middle here. The other one is still incapacitated. So he was focused on Olga, but turns around having seen his pal run up to Drent, and finds an opportunity as Lovak. Oh god, keep moving stuff there. Lovak, Drent, who's concealed. Are you still concealed as a goblin?
Yeah, I'm not spending an action to dismiss it, so I am a goblin.
As he's seen you bolt his boss, who has now died as well. And yeah, looks to cast up a spell.
Before you do it then, Mike, how do you want to do this? Because obviously I know if the spell is a success or failure before I have to get them to roll it again. I suppose it only matters on an attack spell, so if it's not an attack spell, it's not relevant.
No, this one's not going to be an attack spell.
No? Okay, cool. No difference to me then.
Just trying to think. 20-foot radius. That's quite large, isn't it?
Good.
That's a 40 diameter.
Yeah.
So let me just pull up the spell.
He's gonna cast fireball on his own head. Let's go. He doesn't care.
So it's a 20-foot sphere. 20-foot radius sphere. So let me pull up the circle. Basically, where I imagine he's going to do a point of origin is going to be 5'10", 5'10". The point of origin is going to be here. So it's almost going to be that. It's a little bit too high north, I think.
Like double that, isn't it?
Yeah. If the point of origin is where Mike says, it would actually clip himself.
Yeah, hang on. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
If you put it like here somewhere, like into the wall.
It's a 20-foot radius. Yeah. So it's
You know,
going to
if you-
have
yeah,
to come across.
Yeah, like blast at the
The
wall.
radius is
and then,
huge, isn't it? It's 40, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So yeah, it's essentially like, kind of like, that's what I'm going for. Plus the other part of the circle is going to be across the map. So that's the boundary on the left-hand side, yeah. So he's not going to hit his pal, essentially.
you mean me, yeah?
It's already sensed you are deceptive. So as he does this, yeah, he's taken inspiration from Olga and just starts to whittle up some fire. And Lovak, you hear some words of flame in Goblin come from its mouth as a bright streak flashes and hits a point where I've pointed out and explodes in a burst of flame. Can all three of you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Certainly.
That's Lovak, Cathbad, and Drent.
23 for Drent.
No. Polar bears aren't that dexterous, apparently.
It's not coming through as DM rolls, but yeah, as you can see there, so it's come through as 27 points of damage as this fire just spreads rapidly in that area, and so Lovak, you succeeded, Drent succeeded, so you take half damage.
Does
I'm gonna use
Novak's ring
my
of
evasion.
cold and warmness help him?
Oh, that's mine. I've got the
Ring of cold,
yeah, sorry,
it's
Cathbad,
cold.
Yeah.
I tried
Doesn't help with fire, I'm afraid. Has the opposite effect. Amplifies fire.
27
Could use
damage.
my
Yeah.
evasion though, so I don't take any damage.
Yep. And I take 13, yeah.
And you take 13, yes.
And another concentration save.
And you fail, which he's
fail.
out of there anyway, isn't he? Or is that for the other
he-
one?
Yeah, so this guy here, I believe, is no longer.
Good timing.
What's it called? Incapacitated. It is up here, apparently. he gonna do the same thing to me now?
So he comes out, notices what his pal's just done. And he's like, oh, fire! Fire! And it shoots a bolt of fire as well at the same spot.
A ball go. Okay.
And yeah, can you all make another dexterity saving throw, please?
Certainly.
Same again.
Oh.
Oh.
Luckily,
Oh.
ones on a saving throw don't mean anything.
Really?
Oh wow.
But
That's
you
it. I knew all my good rolls were out of the way now.
drenched storm in this one. But yeah, let's see the damage that comes through.
Nice and low, please.
It's 23.
Ooh.
I'm in trouble.
Oh, there's a lot of ones in there. We are very lucky.
I'm not.
There was 4 ones
There's
in there.
4 ones in there. Yeah.
Oh.
But you just turn into not a polar bear, right?
Yeah, but I don't have many hit points left. 1 sec. Can I save
So Lovac,
myself?
you take 23.
My evasion allows me to half on a fail.
Is it?
It
Are
doesn't
you
use a
allowed to use it
reaction.
more than once, or is there a single reaction?
Is when you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw to take only half damage, you instead take no damage.
And that
If you
isn't a
succeed on
reaction,
saving
though.
throw and only half damage on if you fail. Is it a reaction? Doesn't say it is.
It says when you are asked to make a roll, it says, doesn't it, basically?
Yeah.
Sounds
Cool.
good to me.
Nice. So you take half of that this time then. So you take 11.
Right, so
Cool.
I'm taking 23 damage.
You take
so-
23, which returns you back to your normal form.
Okay, so hang on. So I lose 15, which was what I had left as a polar bear.
Does the damage carry over?
It does, doesn't it?
So you take 8 points in your other form then.
And guess how many hit points I had left?
9.
7.
Oh.
Oh.
So I am not dead, incapacitated,
Unconscious.
unconscious.
Okay. I will return you back to your... I'm going to move him off the battlefield a minute. I'll just move him up there. Do you still have control?
Yeah.
So you can... So yeah, that's the end of its turn as... yeah, sort of looking around now and it's seen that its boss has run away. So it attempts to flee. 5, 10, 15, 20. As he reaches there, Lovac, you get an opportunity attack.
Awesome. I was about to pull it out.
Oh yeah, bugbear, yeah.
Long arms.
Just not expecting it. Oh, and it hits. Takes 11
Right.
points.
Don't get advantage, and there's no ally within 5, so yeah, just the 11.
11 points. That's 5, 10, 15, 20.
You do get advantage because of
Oh,
the
shit,
silvery
yeah.
barbs thing I did.
So you get the
I'm
sneak
gonna
attack
roll
as well.
again. I'm gonna roll again just in case. But yeah, I get
Yeah.
a sneak attack
Oh
too.
Jesus, that's a big hit. As yeah, it just like runs around. Boss, wait for me! Wait for me!
Good call, Jen.
That's the end of its turn. Which brings us back to the top of the turn order with Broderson.
With all the explosions and death going on, Broderson's looking around, assessing for his next target. Spots a really good opportunity that he just can't turn down, and turns and sprints and does a flying drop kick at this guy.
You sure it's not the guy above him?
Sorry, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
This guy. And tries to kind of angle it down into the spores.
Ooh.
Okay.
So realistically, you'd actually probably be around you.
Yeah. So
Beat Gav.
roll to hit. And then we'll play some real cool thing going on.
Oh, Gav.
So let's see if you hit first.
If he is doing it on me, then genuinely, isn't it a contested strength?
Yeah, it's going to be a
shot?
contested.
Okay.
But this is going to be for the movement, so he's got to hit you
Okay.
first.
Yeah.
Nothing seems to have come through.
Because I've DDoSed his internet now.
Did you say it was a strength check, yeah?
No, you roll to hit first for your melee attack, and then it will be a strength opposing check to see if he moves anywhere. Just because we're going to roller cool it.
So if I roll an unarmed attack,
Yeah. Okay, so that hits.
I'm not silvery barbs in that. I'm gonna take it.
So you're going to take the unarmed damage first.
Yep. I'm assuming he's not a guy next. A friend's not next to him, is he? Is the other goblin your friend as well, Gav?
Lovak's just out of 10 feet. So let's roll the unarmed damage, and then we'll do an opposing strength check to see if you stay on your feet.
Rodison?
an opposing strength check, you said, yeah?
Damage.
No, you have to roll damage first, mate. An unarmed attack.
So you take 1 point of damage, and now if you both roll strength checks.
Do my damage first.
Oof.
Oh.
I can see me using silvery barbs for that one, though. And it will be something along the lines of, you fucking knobhead. Yes, I will have to use silvery barbs. Oh my
You
god.
want to hope for a good roll?
Spell slots going. I actually have to use a second level spell slot for this. Ooh, can I even do that? You can upcast spells, right?
I don't know if you can do all of them, right? I don't know.
You should be able to do them at every level, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you can. If you want me to just say
You,
no,
you
because
just use
I'm
the
not sure.
higher
Yeah.
spell slot, but if it doesn't say you get more for that
Yeah,
spell,
you
don't.
just take at the base of it.
Basically, you're wasting the power of the spell slot, aren't you? You're
Yep.
just still using the spell slot.
Yep, which is what I'm gonna have to do. Go on and get less than 10, please.
Less than 10.
So as he comes and flying kicks, you lose your footing, and you sort of fly face first into the spores that are underneath you. Unfortunately, I don't think you would have had the power to kick you 10 feet, and you actually land with your nose sort of pressed into the green mushrooms, and as you sort of take an inhale of these mushrooms, you start to feel slightly delirious, just from the intoxication of it, but you feel like it's quite soothing on your skin, and you actually gain 3 hit points.
Hey! For my silvery barbs, though, I am saying, Rodison, you idiot, it's Trent.
What, Trent, is that you?
and then I start sniffing plants.
As you're doing that, you are quite delirious though, so I'm going to give you disadvantage on your next attack.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Um,
Oh, I'm also prone, aren't I?
yeah, you're on the floor now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have half movement.
Fantastic. Yeah, I was thinking about the guy who's
Ah,
stab me in the back now.
Brodesson, anything else?
So with the remainder of my movement, I'm gonna move up and can I grab Drent by the feet and pull him out of the mushrooms?
Sure.
So I'm just gonna like drag him back, directly back, essentially.
You want another contested strength check? Because I do not allow him to do it.
So, as you, you're gonna fight back, obviously.
I am kicking and screaming.
I'm just thinking. You have disadvantage while prone. An attack roll against the creature has advantage if the attacker is in. So basically, Gav, Brodesson gets to roll strength with advantage, and you just roll your normal strength check, Trent.
Okay.
Because it doesn't say you have disadvantage.
I get a 1. Not a natural 1, but a 1.
Oh!
Oh!
So don't need the advantage, but yeah, you're dragging him out. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And just as another insult, I'm saying, are you going to drag me into his dagger next?
Drent, it's me, it's Brodesson. And then that'll be Brodesson's turn.
So as you're pulling him out of those shrooms across the jagged floor next to that stalagmite, he also takes 2 points of bludgeoning damage. There's your sort of delirious face is just bouncing now across the jagged floor.
Brent, I'm sorry.
Oopsies.
As you've done that though, and you're dragging him away, the goblin next to you gets opportunity of attack on Brodesson.
Oh, yes. I'm his ally.
I'm so excited.
I'm his ally, I promise.
And he just strikes you with his scimitar. A 6 though, misses. Yeah. Brodesson, anything else?
I think I better call it there.
That was entertaining. Olga.
God. I'm gonna attack one of the enemies. That's my choice. I'm gonna go for this guy.
Just remember, spell attacks within 5 feet are at disadvantage.
Ooh, then I better hit him. So I'm gonna hit him with my quarterstaff.
15 hits.
Yay!
And are you hitting him with 2 hands?
I got my staff in my other hand if I can smack him with that.
So you're hitting him with your staff though, yeah?
I got a quarterstaff and I've got a staff.
You're dual wielding. Okay.
Yes.
So it takes 1 point. Go on. What are you gonna say, Novak?
You can do it with a light weapon.
Yeah.
Dual wield.
They're both light.
Oh, is it?
They don't
Your
weigh
class is
much.
They're not heavy
sorry,
bits
no.
of wood.
They're MDF. They are. Like,
Also would.
yeah. Oh, is it? I can't. So if I hit him with my quarterstaff, is that two-handed? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So if you've got the one staff, yeah.
So could I do that and then kick him? Because I haven't got anything in my feet.
I don't think you get multi-attack, melee attack, so you'll only be able to do one attack.
Okay, no problem. I'll leave it at that then.
So some melee classes have dual attack, multi-attack.
Right. Okay.
As
no.
a caster, you don't tend to get them.
Which one is heavier, a quarterstaff or a staff?
I think they're both.
Don't think there's
neither of
much.
them are light weapons. So there'll be. So you see to the right, it says notes. To the right of the weapon. It
Yes.
says. So mine says simple, finesse, light, thrown, and range.
Oh, okay. Mine says simple and versatile. On both.
So versatile gives you some bonuses. I can't think one off the top of my head.
It's dependent on whether you wield it one-handed or two-handed. Versatile means that you can swing it with two hands at the same time. Same like a longsword, and it does different damage.
Okay.
Yeah. But you can only do one attack, so you might as well do two-handed, right?
Yeah, I'll do the two-handed.
Yeah, so that means 6 points of damage instead of 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right, yeah. I'll take that.
Okay, so dual two-handed attack takes 6 points of damage as you clatter the back of this goblin's head, and it's sort of looking back at you. It's like it seems to be a little bit dizzy. It seems to be panting and huffing. Oh, boss, help!
End of my turn.
Boss has done a runner. I don't know who he's calling for.
Brings us to Lovac.
Okay. I would. Two minds. I'll just play it safe. I'll step here and I'll attack this geezer. I'll shout to all the calf pads down. Help him. And attack.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Damn.
Oh god, there's a spectrum of rolls on the 1s and 20s today, isn't there? So yeah, you trip over a little bit of rock as you go to strike, and your short sword sort of hits the floor and catches your foot. You take 4 points of damage.
Okay. I'll step there this time so I can get advantage. And then attack.
Oh, sorry, you would have had advantage there anyway.
You reckon?
Yeah. Yeah, flanking is
What's
direct
my
line
flank?
through the target. You would have had, yeah. So sorry, I'll take the 4 back.
Okay. So the shadow sword, and I'll roll another Kapesh.
So the 26 hit. So do you want to hit with a short sword first because the 26
Yeah.
hits?
Cool. you.
The
25.
tell me how he dies.
Oh. Awesome. Short sword to the heart. Just because he singed on my hair. And I'll just say again, Catherine's gonna die. And I suppose I can move. Yeah, I'll run after the geezers, the one up top, up there, and try and protect. Actually, I'll go there to protect Cathpad. That's me.
Okay. And Grizz.
Okay, so I hesitate for the slightest amount of time when I see Cathbad, but I see Lovac has now gone over to there, and I'm just going to use my movement to go basically up to the guy at the top, which I do realise is going to put me in the position of attack of opportunity off this one, but I don't care. I want to finish. I want to finish the one at the top off completely. So I'm just going to head that way. I'll take my opportunity attack.
1 sec.
Watch those mushrooms.
Yeah, so the line that you're running, can you show me the squares you're running through, please?
Oh, where was I? Here.
So you're
Go
there.
fly, definitely.
Well, yeah. One of them. You were in one of them.
Okay, let me just do the.
You were level with Lovak, I thought. And myself.
Oh, so you were there.
Were you
then.
one down?
Yeah. So I'm gonna show two others.
So
Hey?
you're running through that. That's fine.
Yeah. I thought that would be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yes, I'll take the attack of opportunity from this one.
Okay, so as you run past him, you're so quick, but he tries to swing with his staff and 6 misses.
Okay.
And yeah, just hits thin air as you've just swooped past him with your super speed.
Okay, well, I have got the utmost determination that I'm going to take out the guy who may go and get reinforcements if we don't deal with him. So I'm going to strike him with Boar's Light first of all. 22.
Hits.
Okay, 11 points of damage.
As Boar's Light strikes down, tell me how he dies.
Yay.
Yay.
Basically, what I really wanted to do here was to kind of push him forward as I'm doing it, so he falls down into the ravine.
It's fine. I think, natural gravity of your blow.
He loots him as he falls.
That was going to happen. That was going to happen one way or another because two things, right? I can push somebody forward on an unarmed strike using a key point, and also I have slow fall, so I could have fallen down and not taken any damage. So one way or another, he's going in that ravine.
So
Take
yeah.
his hat.
So yeah, Boar's Light kills him and he falls into the water as his body sort of moves along the stream.
Bye.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've got. No, I think I've got about 15 foot of movement left. Yeah, it said 30 when I did. So
Just
I could
realised as
actually.
well that
So I could actually move in on this guy and use my second attack there, right?
You have the movement.
if you got
Yeah.
movement, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go back in with Boar's Light on this guy. 14.
What was your movement?
45 is my movement.
Nice. So 14 hits.
Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic. 18 points of damage.
Fucking hell. So yeah, as you strike him in the back, he takes a really, really heavy blow and is like literally as you seem to have taken the sort of air out of his lungs as you sort of strike in with Boar's Light, but he's still on his feet.
Okay,
I'm
just gonna use a single unarmed strike as my bonus action. I'm not gonna spend a key point. I'm just gonna use the bonus action and try and hit him with an unarmed strike to the back of the head. 18.
Hits.
9 points of unarmed strike damage.
Tell me how he dies.
Okay, so he takes the blow to the back of the head. It basically clunks him forward and he smashes his head on one of the smaller rocks of the stalactite.
Nice.
Boom.
And I just go, I think I'm done now.
Nice. You're done. So next up is the last remaining goblin. And he's just like looks around and he's just like don't hurt me! Don't hurt me!
Is that in common?
I surrender! I surrender! No, in goblin. Oh, hello, Pack's gone. Sure, you must have had to run off quickly.
Yeah.
So for the purposes of that, yeah, in common.
Okay. Does that end his turn?
Doesn't he want to just walk under somebody's sword?
Well, we have to stay in turn over that because we have
Yeah.
important things going on.
I surrender! I surrender! And yeah, he puts down his weapons and Cathbad.
Cool. I don't think I've done a death save on this system before.
Do you want to do
let's see
a GM roll?
There's a
D20.
button for it here. I'll just see if it works.
I think it'll come through to the chat though.
Yeah, I think it's
okay.
keeping them private, right?
This is meant to be private
Yeah.
rolls.
Okay.
So GM roll D20.
So it's /GM roll, is it?
/GM roll 1d20.
D20.
Yeah.
Okay. Nope, that didn't work.
Do you do 1d20?
Oh no, I didn't. Sorry. Is GM roll all one word?
GM roll 1 word space 1d20. Oh yeah, got it.
Oh, I don't like that.
I
Don't like
know.
noticing those.
Looking at Cathbad's poker face then.
He's got to have an ace and an 8. Yeah.
We must be able to see his face. He must be face up in the mud, not face down.
Okay.
Does that take it to my
Brings
turn?
us to Drent.
Okay. I am going to stumble to my feet, taking up half my movement. Gonna give a stink eye glare at Broderson. And as I stumble up, I see Cathbad on the floor. And I'm gonna cast Healing Word on him at 2nd level.
Yay. I mean,
Healing Word, 2nd level.
You say.
Oh, I'm just talking and insulting Broderson at the moment. Say, look what you've done. I'm dirty now. How can you mistake me after I've been helping you all game? I heal them up, and then I don't even use my action to do anything other than nah, not even gonna do anything. I was gonna disengage, but nah, just so infuriated with Broderson.
So remind me, do I get just stabilized from that, or do I take the
You've
heal?
taken healing.
You take the heal.
Okay.
So yeah.
If somebody didn't have a healing ability, they would have stabilized you, but you wouldn't have had any action.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's 8 hit points there. Is that right?
But because you've actually been healed, yeah, back on your feet.
Oof. That was hairy for a second there.
Okay, and that brings us back to the top of the turn order. This goblin has put its weapons down, but carry on unless anybody.
Lobag knows what he said, right?
He said it in
he put his
common,
weapons
didn't he?
down. Oh, yes, sorry.
So he donned his weapon. He put his weapons down, and he said, "I surrender! I surrender!" Broderson.
Gonna hold my action. Wait to see if anyone else takes up arms against him.
What, to attack them, or? Because you have got form now, haven't you? You know what I mean?
Rather than go through,
Hands are fisted next to any mushrooms.
rather than go through each individual, is there anybody who would deviate from the surrender?
Is there anything he can give us, or will he just go and get reinforcements?
Well,
I
it's up to
mean-
you at this point, isn't it? If you're going to interrogate him or kill him.
I mean,
Like
we
you
can
were saying.
interrogate him.
If 6 seconds do pass, I would like, seeing this guy that has conceded to us, I would like to turn around and just be like, can we make it all very, very clear here that this is a disguise? I am Drent. Please don't kick me. And stare at Broderson. Or hurt me if you can help it, please.
Could we all just take a moment just to appreciate how good Drent's disguises are, please?
Well, I'd
Round
like
of
to.
applause for Drent.
I'd like to appreciate the healing, Drent. Thank you.
It's nothing. We would do the same for any of us.
I'm gonna limp over on leaning on my staff.
So, are we all gonna kind of, are we at least going to be able to gather around and make sure we cover any like possible exits so this goblin can't make a run for it, maybe?
Yep, I'm running.
If I stay up this way, I was going to say I would stay this way to run in between, and Lovak, you.
Stop him running around the side of the stalagmite.
Try and look what's beyond the ravine, I think.
Yeah, I think he's got no way out, basically now.
My roll table,
Does anybody have any interrogation experience? Broderson, that sounds like your type of thing, right?
Well, I have interrogated one or two with some mild success.
I mean, I only say that because that time when we were on the road, just after we met you, and you were the one who did the interrogating then, so it kind of just, that's why I thought that.
See if you can find out where they're hiding their treasure, Broderson. That would cheer me up a lot.
Very well. Could you bring him just over to the fire?
Oh, it's going to be like that.
And Broderson pulls out his whetstone, starts sharpening his knives as the prisoner is led over to the fire.
I'd like to say to the prisoner, you obviously have surrendered, so you may as well tell us where the treasure is, and if you do, we'll let you go.
Oh, which treasure are you talking about?
That's not going to be the right answer when he gets to you.
There's
I'll
lots
point
of
to Broderson.
treasures. No, I'm not deceiving. There's lots of treasures.
Then tell them all to Broderson, but we're on about the one in this room.
Oh, you mean our little group's treasure? I'll tell you. It's fine.
Little group suggests there's a big group as well, and can I assist in moving over the prisoner over towards where Broderson would want him?
Yeah, the escort, me and Gray's escorting him over.
Yeah.
Unless anybody else wants to join as well.
So you're
I'll
taking
come over
him
to watch.
to the fire.
I'm just gonna limp behind you all.
How are you doing, Cathbad?
I'm hanging in there.
I liked it when you were a polar bear. That was amazing.
I think I peaked. I'm tired now. I'm gonna lean against this stalagmite now.
I think we're all tired, Cathbad. And I just shout, "Hey, Lovak, are you okay up there?"
I'm not going to shout, but I'll nod just in case I give away position.
And I just shout out, "Sorry!" But I do pick up on the hint after I've said it, that where I should have done.
Do I see anything beyond?
Yeah, so we'll scooch up to you a minute. I'll bring the camera up here. So yeah, Lovak, as you sort of are looking over. Let me just reveal.
It's 40 goblins around him. Like, that's not nice.
We'll leave it on a cliffhanger, right?
Ooh.
Okay.
So you basically, as you head north of the cave, you see obviously that where you've taken those bits of planks away, a small ravine. It's around sort of 10 feet in depth with a small river flowing through it. The river seems to have cut its way through the heart of the mountain, burst in between a sort of large rock fall to the eastern parts of where you are, and I'll unload that now, reveal that, and then it flows into a sort of dark, narrow tunnel to the west. So as you can sort of just see down there where that body sort of disappeared to. And then across the ravine, the cavern twists again to reveal more roots into this, cave system, I guess. I'll just reveal some of that right hand side there for you as well.
Okay, sweet. So no goblins.
But you don't see any activity, no?
I'll just turn around and start walking back to the group. Just looking at the corpses as I do.
Okay. So what are the rest of you doing now? Back to, I guess, the interrogation.
Assisting Broderson with his interrogation.
What do you want to know? I mean, I didn't hide the treasure, so I don't know exactly where it is.
So as the goblin's being led over, just drop the knife into the fire and look back from the goblin to the knife and then back and forth a couple of times, and then pull out the vial from my backpack of the purple mushroom.
Okay.
Ooh.
As you do, so I was gonna say, as you're doing that with Drent assisting, do you want to give me a advantage intimidation, please?
Yes. It's 14.
14. Don't burn me! I hate fire! I hate those two over there. They always play with fire. They're dead now, but still, I hate them anyway. I'm glad you got rid of them. They're fire. Oh, it's horrible. Horrible. Did I tell you I hate fire?
And I just go, Olga, if you were in this situation, you'd be talking a lot more than this person seems to be, right?
I don't know why I'm so high pitched either. I'm not normally like this.
Rent, what is it that you'd like to know from our friend here?
Or multiple things. I think we want to know where the treasure is in this room to start. We want to know if there's any more goblins in the cave. We want to know where the rest of the treasure chests are. And if he helps us all the way through this cave, we'll let him live.
We
If
should
not,
probably
he dies.
we should probably find out where this cave leads to as well. Is it gonna keep? Hopefully it's gonna keep us on track.
Well, but what about the dragon as well?
Yeah, is the dragon gonna be the other exit of this cave?
Dragon?
So
Whoa, what dragon?
Holding the vial. Gonna put my hand on the goblin's leg and just say, my friend, what is your name?
Daggis.
I don't know why that just broke me.
That is now answer my friend here's questions, and we will just let you go once we leave, or you see these things before you. We may need to use them.
All right, the treasure's over there. And he points towards the south. Get rid of the turn order.
Chris, could you go and inspect the area?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'd be happy to do that.
Just don't burn me, please. I'm see, my high-pitched voice is going now. Less stressed. Don't burn.
So what else is in these caves? These cave network? Any other
Find
threats to
out
us?
if Grizz sees anything. Otherwise, he's just lying.
Yeah, that's a good point. I should investigate, right?
You'll find out. I mean, go explore the cave yourself.
We will after we kill you.
Absolutely
if
not.
You don't listen.
What was your name again, Dingus?
I thought it was dead dingus.
Yeah.
Doggus? Daggus?
Daggis. Daggis, think of this as we're like helping to write your life story, and you've got a limited amount of chapters left, but it could be less or more depending on how easy you make this, right?
All right. Well, I told you the treasure's over there.
Exactly where. I don't really want to have to kind of search around.
Behind that beautiful stalagmite.
Well, that sounded a bit like there was a trap or something. I definitely want to check, even if he's telling me exactly where it is.
Sure, give me a perception. Or specifically an investigation check if you're looking at the area.
Yeah, okay. 13.
You don't notice anything. But
Okay.
as you edge your eyes past the stalagmite, you see a glimmering. As if, like, a shiny
Like a-
object.
Like a treasure glimmering or a danger glimmering?
As in, like, a treasure glimmering.
Okay.
A shiny object.
Okay. Can I
Gonna start
pick
with-
it up?
You can't. You'd have to probably squeeze yourself through the side of this stalagmite.
What can you see, Grizz?
There's something shiny down here.
Yeah, I told you, the treasure. I mean, this is a fine stalagmite. You all love stalagmites, right? Beautiful. I mean, you bugbear, you know stalagmites. Beautiful, beautiful rocks.
Could I insight checking?
Yeah, this sounds like,
Sure.
you know.
Yeah,
Didn't
can I-
one of the
Yeah,
stalagmites
roll
special
insight.
specifically, I want to see if he thinks if this is a trap and that's a roper.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So you look at him and you just genuinely get this vibe that he just loves stalagmites.
Okay.
So many things to do in this cave, then.
Look. I'll go in my pocket. Can I go in my pocket? Is it okay to go in my pocket?
Yeah.
And he goes in his pocket and he pulls up. See, a little bit of stalagmite. I have a little collection.
Broderson, I like to think of myself as like mostly the conscience, and you know, like I try and be good, but if I go in here and something bad happens, could you just put the knife in him straight away, please?
Grizz, I promise you that is exactly what will happen. And pick up the knife from the fire and wave it in front of Daggis's face.
He'll be fine. Trust me. I don't want fire. I told you I don't like fire. Okay.
I have a question for Daggis. If possible.
Yes.
Just-
fine, she elf.
Thank you. What's your favorite stalagmite? I want to try and make him feel at ease, so you know.
My stalagmites, I like them big and small. I like them when they're shiny, when they're spiky, when they're not shiny. I mean, you know the little layer that they get, that sort of like water-covered layer, like especially when there's drops dripping from them. Oh.
I'm bored now.
I think he's telling the truth at least. Nobody
Okay,
else will speak like that.
Okay, yeah, that's a good
I
point.
sit
Yeah.
here waiting, watching for hours as the drips go drip.
There must be treasure, Grizz. Let's. I
Oh, if it is, I just want to find it now.
I've
Oh,
already,
listen,
I've already
talking
come
about
close.
rocks.
I've already come close to death once, and I'm going to die of boredom a second time now.
I won't be fooled by these rocks that you've got.
Nice.
I couldn't resist.
So,
I'm gonna.
oh, sorry, go on.
No, it's fine. I was just gonna walk nearer, just a thought of treasure.
So, Grizz, as you sort of squeeze yourself the other side, you start to see what looks like treasure, and you just see coins littered all over the floor.
Okay, it looks like there's some coins and stuff here, so Like that bit checks out.
Durant, what else would you like to know from this gentleman? The cave network, I think you mentioned?
Yeah, just a quick one though. Is there anything other than the coins back there? Any other treasure?
Are you asking the goblin?
The goblin, yeah.
No, just coins. It's what we've taken from the stash.
Okay.
Where's
then
the stash?
We gotta look after ourselves, see?
I agree. Maybe we'll let you keep some of it.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Yeah. So, what else is in the cave system that we have to worry about?
Oh, what do you want to know? There's
Exactly everything.
there's creatures that look like stalagmites. They're dangerous. They will get you. I mean,
What
we
about
know
goblins?
there's mushrooms. They're dangerous mushrooms and good mushrooms.
I slap
but
him.
just be- I don't like
You
slaps.
know what I'm on about. Let's not play games here. Tell us what else is there.
So I'm telling you all the dangers. Why the slap? I'm being honest.
We know about those things. We want to know
Oh.
about other goblins, other orcs, and anything bigger.
Okay, well there's the other goblins. There's the
How many of
bugbears.
them?
There's the ogres. There's the mushrooms. There's the ropers. There's the dragon. There's the other things that live, like the jelly cube things that try to eat you. There's
All in this cave?
You've been in caves before, right?
There's a dragon in this cave.
Well, not this one. The dragon can't fit in here.
But that's what I'm asking.
Get a knife off the fire and off one of his toes, the small one.
Ooh.
Thanks.
I told you I don't like fire.
I distract myself by looking at all the coins. I just like look away.
As he grips the stalagmite in his hand and presses it to his chest.
Brent, could you hold our friend down, please?
I hold him down and I say, this is the easy way or the hard way. We've offered you gold and now you have to deal with the other
answered
side.
your question. Why?
No, you
Why?
didn't. I asked you what was in this cave and you told me a dragon and there was no dragon in this cave
Not
the second
in
time I
this
asked you.
cave. I mean, you stupid.
I said this cave. I don't care if you're stupid. You can be stupid or dead.
Like, there's more than one, like, cave. Like,
Is that how caves work,
Are
Mike?
you talking about this cave, or are you talking about the
Talking
next
about-
cave, or are you
I'm
talking about the
talking
cave
about-
after this cave and the one after that?
I'm talking about down that way, and I point that way.
Well,
towards
why
the-
didn't you say that? Didn't you didn't cut my toe off? You guys are mean.
Damn it, Mike! Stop making us work so hard.
So over there, there's probably a patrol of similar to what you just fought. There's the boss's chamber, and then beyond them, there's the long passage where we're building our escape route, and then there's the other path that leads into the dragon's den.
Building an escape route.
Are you stealing from a dragon?
That's
I
nuts.
I mean,
No way. Trent is clearly shocked.
it depends what you mean. Like, if I'm stealing, I mean, the boss is stealing, I'm stealing from the boss. So, I'm not stealing from a dragon. I'm just stealing from the boss.
So really, we're friends then, because we want to steal from the boss too.
Yeah, I can help you, but not with less toes.
So you can help us get the drop on the other, what was it? Jelly thing, bugbear, goblins, orcs, and the boss?
I mean, yeah, I mean, of course. And the traps.
And,
Did I mention the
and
traps?
keep the rest of your toes?
Perhaps?
I mean, it depends. If he cuts one more toe off, I'm not going to tell you where the traps are.
Yes, you will. Or we'll cut all your toes off.
Okay, I'll
could
tell you
use
what
a
they are.
guide.
It's fine, it's fine. Just
We
don't cut any
could
of
we
my
could
toes.
use a guide. Do we even know if this cave leads further up the mountain or does it take
No.
us somewhere else?
Because we only ran in because the dragon was trying to kill us.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I want to
Wow,
know
I
if
am
it takes us
concerned
back
with
where
that.
we're going.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But if they have an escape route that takes us away from the dragon, that could be handy.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't, yeah.
Would they escape further up the mountain?
I've got a question. How do you manage to steal from the dragon if how do you stop yourself from getting seen by the dragon?
Well, the dragon goes out hunting. I mean, this will,
Do we know about that?
you know, it went out like a few hours ago, and we assumed that was a good opportunity. We just take those opportunities when it goes and hunts stuff, you know. When it flies
Okay.
away, I mean, it's a big dragon.
Do patrols come into this room often? Across the bridge?
Sometimes I think you just got the last patrol.
So how long do you think we have until the next patrol comes?
60 seconds? No, I don't get. I don't know why I'm doing that. I want to keep my.
Yeah, I don't know. I know this is jokes time.
Like every half hour, 60 minutes. I don't know. I'm not the taskmaster. I'm
Okay.
just a lowly goblin.
Cathbad,
Go on, treasure.
I think you may need to take some sort of a rest to recuperate your strength for a short period before we move on.
I mean, I was gonna cast some magic on myself, Trent, but I'm happy to take a rest if everyone else wants to. But
Well, if we
I don't
have
know
an
if we
hour,
can.
I think we all took a bit of a beating in that last fight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. The dragon, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, I think the patrol won't come in here because the patrol will be patrolling the other side where the dragon is, keeping an eye. So, I mean, and the tunnel. So the two patrols are there. And you just killed the last patrol. That
So there's
comes
3
here.
patrols total.
But the boss's room is just over there.
Who's the boss?
I am.
Grizzly's Mountain.
Yeah.
I mean, you're all the bosses. Eh,
Who's your boss and what does he do?
it looks like him. Points towards Lovak.
Handsome man.
I mean, if you're into bugbears. I mean, who am I to judge?
So all the problems we have then are the boss's chamber, the long passage for the escape route, the passage that's a similar size to this, and then into the dragon's lair. Is that correct?
Oh, well, some windy passages, but
Some windy
this
passages.
little passage into the boss's passage. I mean, I'm surprised boss didn't hear all the commotion. I mean, I don't know if patrol shouted back. I mean, I was at the front. I don't think so.
Okay. And the jelly thing that you mentioned, is that not in these
I
networks?
gotta be down the cave. Down the caves in the darker regions.
Okay.
Before we get
And-
to the dragon.
And oh, so it is on the way to the dragon.
Oh, probably yes. I mean, they move.
Wow.
I don't know. You just have to keep an eye out.
And sorry, Mike, just so I understand, were we attacked by orcs or goblins, or both?
Goblins.
Okay, so are there orcs in these caves as well?
Goblins, you fought an ogre, and the odd hobgoblin was mixed in there too.
Oh, goblin. Thank you. Well, we have one hell of a challenge ahead of us, everyone.
Eh,
But I'd rather fight that than try and fight the dragon.
Sure.
Can I have some of the boss's treasure? Let me go if I tell you everything.
If you help
Do
us
you
fight,
know-
you can have some.
Do you know the dragon's schedule? You say you
itinerary.
steal?
Did you have a look on his calendar when you were in the dragon's room?
How do you know when he's home?
You can sense when he's home. We have a big rock that hides the passage into his cave. And one of the ogres pushes it. The big beefy ogres pushes it. But we just then have a look. But like you can hear it, and also like you can hear it fly away. There's always a little goblin listening for it.
So we could leave when he's at home, the way we came in, right?
Yeah. But I want the treasure.
Yeah, you could do that.
How many are part of your boss's warband, or
Well,
whatever you want to call it?
the boss, Stonker.
Stonker.
Yeah, it's Stonk, and then he's got a couple of other bugbears.
How many couples? So 2?
Yeah, like his pals.
Okay, yeah.
And a couple of the big ogres.
So 2
Protect his
ogres,
chamber.
yeah. Okay, and how many goblins?
Oh, I don't know. The goblins mainly in the patrols.
So you said couple that size, so another 10, I'm guessing?
Maybe 20. I mean, there's a lot of goblins here. Probably like 50, 60 in the cave.
That's a lot of goblins.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if anybody can actually like look at Brent's face, he's keeping it as calm as he can, but he's like, oh,
I mean, you in the mountains. That's where a lot of
Oh.
his goblins are.
Goblins like rabbits.
Mm-hmm. He knows.
Should we-
He knows. He's half
We
one.
should have brought them some rabbits then. Distract them.
Lovak, do you think, I don't know how Goblin hierarchy works, but is it the strongest one rules?
Yes, yeah, he could challenge him.
Well, I was thinking we could kill him, and then Lovak could walk in there with his dead corpse and just declare to everyone that he killed him on his own, and then, you know, what are they going to do about it?
Oh,
Yeah.
I've got an idea.
Oh.
If we can get Dagris, Dennis, whatever your name is, to go and get the boss and a couple of the people with him, just say, "Oh, boss, you know, we need you out here." Blah blah blah. Don't you know?
no, we don't disturb boss. Boss, kill me.
We could cut his head off. And I'd point to what I think is the boss guy there and give it to Daggers to take.
I can do that.
I'm skeptical, I guess.
I think though that he should fight him. Bugbears
agree.
have this weird thing. There's about
Is it
bigger
a skull
man,
belt?
bigger bugbear. They have this thing, this ego.
I do like it, but I wanna ambush him myself.
This
And just let
ego is
Novak
right
take the
left.
credit.
We should definitely go and fight the boss rather than walking into 50 other goblins. I think it's definitely
Yeah,
the
I
way
think
to go.
so.
I can
Go
help with
kill
some
the boss.
stealth if we do encounter anything else, but
Do you think go kill the boss? Let Lovak display his corpse as him being the new boss. We all
If he wins, if he
step
wins,
aside to him. Oh, he'll win.
he become new boss.
Especially with you to tell everybody he won.
You become new boss. I can tell a tale.
That's right. I think that's a good idea.
I'm
What
not
do you
like
guys
the
think?
other goblins. I'm much more friendlier.
And we'll give you the treasure. Or some of the treasure.
Oh yes, please. I like treasure.
What do you guys think? Do you think it's a good plan?
yeah. Are we gonna rest first?
That was something I wanted to ask Mike. When we asked the goblin, did he say it'd be a patrol? Sorry, coming
no
into...
more patrols. No more patrols.
Okay. Do do you think we'd have time to have a long rest here?
Oh, the other patrol would be missing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So we'd get maybe like half an hour, and then we'd have to go forward, yeah, for an hour.
If he's gonna fight Stonker, he'll be my new master. You not kill me, okay?
Okay.
And I'll tell you that he's strong. He's got some artifact from the dragon, and he can breathe fire.
Fire-breathing bugbear.
That's really good to know. Just a quick question from me. Are there desk jobs in your line of work? Because I'm thinking about how we got, about the toes and everything.
Yeah, they'd probably send me to dig more of the mine hole escape route.
Okay. Just thinking when Lovak takes over, we could get you a cushy desk job. That's all I was thinking.
Oh, I could count the treasure.
That's a great idea.
I'm good with numbers. I count with my fingers and my toes.
It's okay.
Oh.
How many
We'll get you a prosthetic
you
one.
can't do now?
Oh. Anything else I can tell you? I'm
I'm happy to turn to the party now and ask them, do you want to take a short rest here before we get going so we can heal up a little? And then
Short
push on?
rest and then pick up that treasure and crack on, I think.
Yep.
Let's have lunch.
I'm going to use some hit die.
Can we have some of those amuse bouches you've got, Olga?
Sure.
I will quietly play my motivational speech, Song of Rest. So every time you roll a hit die, you get to roll an extra 1d6, is it?
Awesome.
Song of Rest. If you or any friendly creatures you can hear your performance regain points at the end of a short rest by spending one or more hit dice. Each of those creatures regains an extra 1d6 hit points.
There's an extra
dice,
one per dice.
I think it is, but I'm not sure.
Per
I'm gonna-
dice.
I'm going to use
I don't know.
three.
I might be mistaken on that, so I'm just gonna.
Or is it just one extra d6? Because that makes sense as well, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a quick Google search of that because I don't know.
I'll just take two.
Why did it only do one?
Yeah, no, it's just one extra
It's just
d6.
one, yeah.
Yeah. From my Google
Extra.
search.
D6.
Do we actually complete the short rest, Mike?
So if you're all
We start
taking
healing up.
Oh yeah.
a short rest, then yes,
Okay, thank you.
you managed to make it through 2 hours unscathed.
And then
Okay.
d6 per dice, yeah.
No,
That's
just
one.
Oh,
1d6
sorry,
at
it was
the
just
end of
one,
it.
sorry.
Yeah.
That's all good. I'll take that. Okay.
That's good because I was running low on key points as well.
5.
Two left.
Cool. Would you guys like to do anything else? I'm conscious of the time. but
Yeah,
is
is
there
it just
anything like-
worth? Is it just worth us getting the details of the treasure just as a thing to close
Yeah.
off? Because we'll forget to do that otherwise, won't we?
Sure. So just get my dice out. So in that pile of treasure, you found 6. Oh, nice rolls. Oh, very nice rolls. 18, 180 gold pieces.
Ooh.
That's 30 apiece if you all want to take 30 apiece on that, yeah.
30 gold pieces.
Yeah, we've been scurrying out from the boss's stash. The boss's stash is way bigger. Way bigger.
Nice.
But he keeps stealing more from the dragon, so...
So if I give you this 30 gold, you're gonna stay loyal to us now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Is he lying to me?
Inside check.
Do you know what? I don't even care. I'm gonna trust him anyway. I'm not even gonna check. I will give him my 30 gold.
He's quite a small goblin,
Yeah.
compared to many of the others, like as if he was like the sort of runt of the group.
Yeah.
You know, so he's seeming quite genuine right now as he's talking to you.
I'm gonna give him my 30 gold then. Incentive, and if you help us get lots more treasure, you'll get
Yeah.
a lot more gold.
And I'll serve you the new master.
Novak will be your new master.
Yeah, Lovak, new master.
Yeah.
Mr. Lovak?
Still have a leather. Oh, dear.
Broadson's gonna pick up Daggis's toe and hold it out to him. Sorry, my friend. I hope you understand.
Mike.
He looks at you like scared of you.
Mike. Sorry. Would I know if I held his toe together and cast Healing Word on it? Would it reattach the toe and heal him? Or,
I think you
don't
need
know how it works.
restoration for
Yeah,
limbs, don't you, or like for pieces? But I'll rule a cool it if you want to be
Yeah.
super nice.
Is it because you just want me to waste the spell slot?
Yeah.
Okay, then I will do it. I will heal him and use the spell slot.
Nice. That's one less hypnotic pattern.
You will not have to worry about any spells from me for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like his toe like reattaches itself. And oh, I'm healed. Oh.
Don't betray us, though.
I'd be
I'll
loyal
kill you
to
myself.
Oh no! I tell you all the treasure. The boss, this treasure, there's like so much more, like at least 100 times more.
What I'm afraid of.
I mean, the boss has bigger stash, but the dragon has a bigger stash. And we're making the escape route to get it all out. So if you become the new master, we can dig the tunnels, and then we can all escape. Well, us. I mean, the others. Up to you. But I'm with you.
Yes. So, has anyone tried to kill this dragon?
No. Boss made a deal with dragon, I think, and then stole from the dragon. And now we're stuck in this cave.
What does the dragon get out of this deal?
I think boss was here to help keep people away, because dragon can watch over, but like these caves, dragon can't get into.
I see.
See, they need little minions like us.
Do they ever take in food to the dragon?
They used to, until boss got caught stealing.
Okay. So he's on the outs with the dragon.
Think so. But dragon still needs to go hunt for food, so that's when we steal stuff. We've been caught once or twice. Some goblins died. Mozo is vicious, cruel dragon.
Oh, dragon's name is Mozo. Okay.
And on that note, we'll end tonight's session.
Little goblin there. No, Olga's screen.
Oh, my dog.
It's Daggis.
Oh, that was his name. His name was
Oh.
Darkness, was it? When people were taking a piss, I couldn't remember. Darkness.
Yeah.
DAGUS, Mike?
DAGGIS, yeah. Sorry, I realised we've run quite over there. Just finishing off that a little bit there. But yeah, thanks everyone. Really good session. I know that was battle intense for the majority of it. But with that out of the way, yeah, back into exploring the rest of the cave in the next session. Thank you for everybody for watching us at home and watching us live, or if you're watching this back. We are the Conduit to Chaos. We'll be streaming next on the Tuesday, the 26th of April, so 2 weeks' time. Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. If you've enjoyed tonight's session, please do hit that subscribe button on our channel, and please on our videos, yeah, hit that like button and comment on our videos as well, so we know how you think of our story. But that is it from us. Hope you all have a lovely evening and catch you again soon.
Thanks all.
Thanks,
Bye.
everyone.
Yep.